Good evening.
Hey, Dominic.
How are we?
It's Tuesday Tech with Paul.
Yes. Good to hear then. So what's been happening?
I'm expecting some heavy rain that Joe sent me.
Yeah.
Yep.
How's it going down?
Corman.
Okay.
Yeah, this morning we got some heavy rain that went right by us.
Hmm.
It's like 84 degrees, not even hot outside. It's just
Yeah.
the humidity that is more dry than anything else.
Oh, okay.
It sucks some dry air in. I don't know how. I went out to fly. I actually
Hermano.
went out to Raccoon Point. And I went out to Raccoon Point looking for them. I was going to fly around them, try to get them in the pictures. Couldn't find one.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't fly. I didn't fly there.
Mm.
Good
I said,
evening,
as soon as I
Corey.
sit somewhere, as soon as I
Hi,
get me a spot to sit, they'll
Hi,
probably
Corey.
show up.
Okay, so I think we're ready, set and ready to rock and roll.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, you're rocking and you're rolling right now.
Yeah.
Mm.
What do we got? 5 people watching. Wow, we're on fire.
Hey,
Yep.
So we got 3 on the panel and 2 people in the chat. Oh, that's good.
yeah,
Good start.
Yeah.
that's a start. Mark will pop in a minute. Dominic won't. I mean, not Dominic. Donald won't because he's going to see his
Oh, he's
grandkids.
he's going to see the grandkids. Yeah.
Yeah, we probably won't see him. Justin's too big to be on the channel now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's big time.
He's a legend in his own mind, I tell you.
Mm.
My son this week's been shopping for his new apartment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got him a set of dishes, not dishes, a set of pots and pans. So I said, you could take some. He was trying to get a set I got. And I said, you can't have it. I've got a brand new set in the box. I've had it 4 years in the box. I bought it to bring it out, and I said, you know what? I might move. I'm gonna wait till I move because it's a $200 stainless steel set, real nice set. Wolfgang Puck, real heavy stainless steel. And I said, ain't happening. I ain't giving it up. I don't want to use it here because I don't have the room to store it.
Hmm.
So I leave it in the box. Hey, you got some coming?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not gonna get much. It's just gonna skirt you. It's just gonna wet the grass.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna wet the grass pretty good. Yeah,
This is the big stuff that's coming here.
it's gonna go over the top of your watch. It's moving up, so on a rotation, it should go over the top of it.
Mm.
I could hope. Let's see this line here.
Yeah, it's gonna dissipate. Watch. It's dissipating when it's getting to you. It's losing all its punch.
You can't sweat it, you can't control.
Yep. Well, I'd rather that coming that way than tornado.
Yeah.
Tornadoes, you don't have time to do anything but reach over, kiss your ass, and hope you make it. Russell.
Hey, Russell, how's it going?
Russell,
Yep, it's hey, Mark,
Hi, Paul.
how you doing?
hi Jody.
Jody. Oh, we didn't get the thunder and lightning that we were supposed to.
Oh no.
Up, Mark.
Jody.
Whoops. We got a new dog in the building,
Mhm.
a little puppy. And when this little puppy, when they leave or something, it starts crying.
Hmm.
And it's just loud enough that my dogs can hear it, and Loki starts. So it's barking. He and I had a long talk this morning. I was face to face with him. Every time he barked, I said, no. He go, ruff. I said, no. He go, ruff. I said, shh. He go, ruff. Get low. Ruff. Ruff. After finally about 15 minutes of telling him no every time he did it, I said, that's just a baby down there. Leave it alone. He left it alone. Because I don't want that to happen every time.
Hmm.
Because Logie gets started and he'll get the other one started.
Oh, does he?
Because they don't. Yeah, they like Tina don't give a shit. Tina lay over there. Somebody knock only if somebody knocks on the doors when he comes up or somebody opens the door. But if he hears something outside, he just sits there. He don't care. Cleo might bark, but Loki will stir him up, man. It's like stirring that pot.
PJ.
Has Johnny been going out flying at all? Do you know, Joe?
No, I have no idea.
Thanks, TJ.
TJ. Well, TJ must not be at work. Or he is at work and he's
starts
doing this
later.
on the side. Boy, they keep pushing that gambling on television, don't they?
Yeah.
I've never met anybody that has successfully won the lottery and 5 years later still has all the money.
Mm.
Because all their friends and relatives come out of the woodwork, you know?
Yeah.
I'd like to have the chance to still have it 5 years later.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, Warren.
Yeah, you have to gamble in order to do that.
Warren.
That means you gotta throw that money into the wind. I don't think I've
I
ever
don't-
heard of anybody that's just bought one ticket and won $1 million.
No. I mean, when I've won on our lottery, it's always been less than I'm actually put on.
Yeah. It's usually, you know, it'll cost $10 here and you'll win 11 or you'll win 8 or 9. But you know, I'm happy to win enough to play next week because you know next week is it's a different time.
I think the most I won was £180. And I've won a couple of £30, but that's about it.
Mm.
Yeah, Jody, they put Autel on it last week sometime.
Yeah.
And yeah, if I do the UK lottery, it's £2 a ticket, and I might put 5 on. And the European lottery is £2.50 a ticket, and I might put 4 on.
Yeah. We already had the tax inbuilt into it.
Yeah. So do we.
You pay the fee, then you pay the tax, and it's you get a certain number, of games straight up, and then you can add to it, and you've got syndicates and different different game styles.
I see the trial started today with Alec Baldwin for manslaughter charges.
That was an unfortunate name. He's one of the characters on Coronation Street.
What's that, Mark?
I said Alec Baldwin is one of the characters in Coronation Street, one of our soap operas.
Ah.
Yeah, Warren, that's if you can buy a Mavic 5 over there at that time. And you'd come up with a Mavic 4 first.
Yeah.
I know we're not likely to get Don on our because he'll be driving still.
Mm.
What happened to David and Laura? They've not been on.
Mm.
Oh, they haven't. They've been kind of absent.
Mm.
I hope David's doing all right.
Yeah. And neither of them have been on gaming either.
Mm.
And Justin's not on at the moment, so. Or Tim. Well, that's assuming that notifications are being sent out.
Yeah.
His Welsh Rob's put a couple of videos up.
Okay. I knew what you meant, Warren. Ah, Mudball's in the chat.
Hey,
It's
Mudball.
Don.
Donald.
I must have got there.
Mm.
Got to your destination all right, huh? All right.
It seems that way, hopefully.
Because I think it was like 3 to 5 hours or something to get there.
Mm.
Yeah, I think he said 5 and a bit. Yeah. just pulled into the hotel. Oh,
Oh,
you're not
right.
staying with your daughter. You're staying at a hotel, right?
yeah,
Okay.
5 hours, okay. Gosh. So it must have left somewhere around noonish.
Oh yeah, it's 5:20 there now, isn't it?
It's like going from here to Beaumont, Texas.
So I don't think Joe got much of anything from that storm. I think it circled around and went north.
Okay, I guess that always means that
Yeah,
you get
Don said
away
he
enough
always stays
time
at a
on your
hotel.
own at the end of the day. Yeah.
Yeah, when you stay in a hotel, you can always say, okay, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna go take a break.
That's it.
Was
Hey,
There we
TJ.
go.
Hi,
oh,
Paige.
hold on. Un momento.
Okay.
Turn the-
What's up, TJ?
Oh,
But
oh,
is that 5 hours of actual driving, or 5 hours including the 3 or 4 stops you made to make sure you had everything in the back of the car?
testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
No, it's not working, TJ.
What?
What did you say?
Is there any sound coming out?
What?
Oh,
What? PJ, we're pulling your leg.
hold on. I'm trying to. Hold on. What is
We
going
can
on
hear
here?
you
It's
just
working fine, TJ.
We can hear you.
He might never hear us.
He's throwing switches and buttons.
Bluetooth.
We hear you.
I know. I know. One second. 1 second. Okay, so it says it's connected.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Y'all can hear
we
me
can hear
okay?
you.
I guess
But I
we
Yeah,
can't hear.
I
we
guess we
What?
know who Mudballs
can.
are.
We can't hear you. Can you hear us? We can hear you.
Is it because of this? No.
TJ, answer one question. Can you hear us?
Nope.
Obviously not.
Alright,
Can't
hold
even
on.
tell him to make sure he's got it switched to the right speaker, can we?
No,
Oh, we can. You can put it in the
In the
chat.
chat.
Do any of you guys watch Pluto TV?
Don't think we have it here.
Because if I go to and just I've got the controllers where you push the button and you can talk to it. Tell it, like, let's say I want to watch Star Trek or I want to watch Blue Bloods.
Oh, yeah.
It would go to Pluto TV.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Pluto TV gives you a choice of all kinds of different stuff, and it's all free TV.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a new thing. We've been having that advertised, I think, recently.
I had
Unless
one of the TVs on the original Star Trek was running all afternoon.
All right, unless it was advertised on.
All right. How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Cool.
We've been able to hear you all the time, TJ.
Oh, I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you guys. So
Unless
I
it was
I don't know.
advertised on.
All right. How about now? Can you hear me now?
You got,
Yes.
Whoops. All right. Whoops.
you got
Whoops.
YouTube on.
You got to turn the YouTube off at the back.
Okay. There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Look, I got a
in.
mouse for my laptop, so I don't have to use the stupid trackpad.
All right.
Well, they're
Yeah,
free.
but what was it? Did you have the wrong speaker set on your computer?
I don't know what it was. I think it was I don't know. The speaker wasn't connecting for some weird reason. I don't know. It's some technical thing always. So
Yeah.
you know how it is.
I know. I sometimes have it where I can't hear anybody online, and I'm going, "What the hell's going on?" And I check, and my phone's connected by Bluetooth to the
Yeah.
Alexa in my bedroom, and the audio is coming out upstairs instead of down here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's always something with technology.
Russell said he doesn't watch Pluto TV because they don't have any porn
Okay.
on it.
I'll be back.
Yeah, well, they got Donald Duck and Goofy.
Yeah, I think that's why Mickey and Minnie broke up because he was fucking goofy.
Mm. How's it go? Hey, Pluto.
Uh, probably that could be squinting at the TV, but I don't know why you would want to do that though. But whatever floats your boat, I guess.
How's the work been going, TJ?
Oh shit, man, it fucking sucks. I want to get out of there so bad. But just, I don't know, just struggling right now, trying to find something else. I mean, today was like dead as crap. Like, there was probably like 2 or 3 people that came in at a time.
How many employees are there in one time?
Normally it's like me and one other cashier and like the other, and then there's the managers and stuff. So yeah, it all just depends. Like,
So do you have
yes,
to work on?
like Sundays are just kind of dead, but which I understand. But I guess like yesterday and today was kind of dead too because it's been really hot. Nobody really wants to go out in this crazy heat. So.
Do you have to work on the tills as well as stocking?
I would imagine that it because of the heat and because of the ability to have most everything delivered to your house.
Yeah.
Nobody's going.
I think that's what's going on now. And plus, I haven't heard this, but other people have been coming in the stores talking about it, that like a lot of the Walgreens stores have been closing down because I guess business hasn't been good or what is it? I don't know, Walgreens stock or whatever isn't doing well or whatever. I don't know, but a lot of people have been asking. The store that I work at is, it's really small. Like we don't sell a lot of things, a lot of the things that most stores do. So wake up, Paul, wake up.
Wait.
Oh, your eyes were closed for a moment there.
No, I was looking down.
Oh, um, you need one of those 5-hour energy shots or something. Yeah, but yeah, we don't sell a lot of the things like other stores do, but a lot of people have been asking if the store that I work at is gonna close, and I'm like, I have no idea. Oh, that's crazy, Warren. What's up, Lance?
Hang once.
Uh,
Does Dominic have to shoot off?
no, I guess I don't know. His mic is just muted.
No, he's got no camera either.
So was Don traveling somewhere? Is that why he was staying at a hotel? I was trying to figure out why he was at a hotel.
He's gone to visit his daughter,
Oh,
like a 5-hour drive from his house.
oh, wow.
And they're staying possibly till Friday, I think he said.
Oh, okay.
Because obviously his granddaughter was born earlier in the year.
So he went to go see his granddaughter or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, his
His
daughter had a
daughter and
baby
her
girl.
kid. Yeah.
Oh,
His daughter had a baby girl during the beginning of this year, sometime, I think it was.
But she also has 2 boys too.
But she's got 2 boys as well, yeah.
ah.
But she got in touch. They'd been estranged a little bit, but she got back in touch again.
Lance said Don was kicked out of his house. How was that for a rumor? So looks like it's gonna rain outside. I hope we do get some rain so it can cool down a little bit out there.
You can have ours.
Send it over, Mark. What's the weather over in Michigan, Paul? Is it cool or hot as crap?
81 degrees and cloudy, and we're waiting for the big storm to hit.
Oh yeah, that big hurricane or whatever.
Yeah. Supposed to be here late today and tomorrow all day and all the way into the next day.
Oh,
So is that going to disappear out to sea again, or is it going to go up into Canada?
Oh, it's gonna gotta go to Canada because I'm about just a little bit central U.S.
oh, is Lance is back from
All right.
Hawaii, isn't he?
Yeah,
When did he get back?
last Monday.
Oh, I thought he was still there for some crazy reason.
He only went for a week.
Oh,
There it is, TJ.
oh God!
Here I am right there.
Wow. Yeah, you're gonna get. I think you're gonna get hit pretty good.
Put it in motion.
Did you go to, have you been to like any of the stores to get batteries and water and all that stuff?
Uh,
Now, you should know better than that. Paul only
Yeah,
goes to
right.
the store for Boston creams and ice
yeah, I
cream.
got Boston creams though, yeah.
Uh, Need to get some batteries and flashlights and all that stuff.
Well, you know, a lot of people go out and spend a lot of money on stuff that they already have stuff around the house, they're just overbuying.
Yeah.
You've got a generator, haven't you, Paul?
I got generators, I've got flashlights, I've got all kinds of stuff.
I don't know. I guess it's better to be safe than sorry, I guess.
Well, nobody's gonna call you out.
Yeah.
So it looks like no flying any ships for the next day or so.
Drone chat says that the storm is there, it's starting to get there, yep. Yeah,
Nah,
they're calling for it to be a little bit worse west and north of me.
Man,
Do
you
they
could just
stop
put
ships from coming through when storm like that hits, or
Stop what?
the ships?
No, ships go no
So-
matter what.
All right.
Now, the small craft, you know, the would-be idiots out there on sea-doos and
Yeah.
ski-doos and
Little fishing boats and things,
fishing
yeah.
boats and stuff, yeah, they'll put into port.
I think I got fleas.
What, in your mustache?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who you been licking on?
I have no idea.
Even if you did know, you're not telling, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna rain here soon. It's I could hear the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Uh, hmm.
You worked today, huh, TJ?
Huh?
You had to work today, right?
Yeah, I work tomorrow. I don't I'm not off till like Saturday. Yeah, it's not too far. Today's only Tuesday, so I got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
I'm going this way.
It's kind of nice having a mouse, actually.
Yesterday, I was looking out here to see if there was a ladybug.
I like wireless better than a stupid wire.
Yeah.
Oh, they're putting fiber optic cable around in the complex like Tim has.
Tim doesn't have fiber optics.
Yeah,
Tim,
he doesn't
Tim
have
has,
fiber. He's got Starlink.
he's got.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's got
oh,
satellite.
okay. I thought it was, I don't know. I thought it was fiber optic for some reason.
I got fiber optic.
Mm.
Oh, there you
AT&T.
go.
Yeah, my speeds like went 8 times faster.
Yeah, fiber optics, so a whole lot better. Anyways,
Well, I put a short on this afternoon just saying that DJI have put out a firmware update for the Osmo 6 and it's already got 259 views.
Yeah, I saw it. I was one of them.
Mm. We've got another subscriber as well. 757 now.
who you got? Did somebody subscribe to your channel, Mark?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
I don't know. I don't think there's a notification to say who it was.
Yeah, normally you don't get a notification of who it is. You it'll sometimes they'll show you your latest subscribers.
No, my notifications I usually get such a body subscribe to your new subscriber to your channel. It
Yeah,
says
I don't even get that anymore. I might have it turned off.
but that's not come through today. I got one the other day from somebody on, I think it was on Sunday, from somebody on the Drone Seekers live stream. And I went and subscribed to them.
But
Well, guys, it's going to be a short night. I can just tell.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet because like when I popped in the
Yeah.
chat, was chatting earlier, like not a lot of conversation was going on.
Not a lot going on.
Mm.
Oh goodness. Saw a flash of lightning.
Oh, great.
behind Paul,
What's that?
where
Where?
was the lightning at, TJ?
It was outside where
Oh,
we're
you
at.
had it.
Where you
Yeah.
are.
Oh, great.
He's in Florida.
Florida.
Dominic's like, oh great, lightning.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. It gets
Mm.
scary. It gets scary though, because you'd be like walking around or like doing something, and all of a sudden you see this big flash of light, you're like, whoa.
Mm.
I enjoy the build up as well.
Yeah.
4, 2, 6.
I like seeing lightning in the sky, just the different designs it does in the sky. It's pretty cool.
Mm.
I wonder where Justin's at.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's been no
If it-
notifications that he's
If
live
it- If
gaming.
it
but-
doesn't pick up by 6 o'clock, we're going to have a 1 hour show.
Yeah.
Eh.
I'm gonna message him right now.
The last time we had a comment in the chat was at 5:36.
I don't know. It doesn't
10
tell us
minutes
what
ago.
time. Doesn't tell you what time it was on the phone. In fact, I think it only tells you as the host what time the chat. Was-
You can turn it on up there. There's a timer.
Uh.
It's up there on the three little buttons at the top of the chat. You just tell it you want it to show the time.
You don't get that on the phone.
Yeah.
East Coast Thrills, how you doing?
Hey,
Dusty.
Dusty.
Yo, Dusty, what's up? What's up, Ed?
And Edward. So there's 12 people watching. There isn't 12 people in the chat, but there's 12 people watching.
Oh,
Yep.
there he is.
There he is.
There he is. I knew my message would work.
What?
What?
What are you talking
So,
about?
so Justin,
Because
you know that
I
TJ commanded you to be here?
I wasn't home anyway. I just got back.
All right.
Justin, look, I got a mouse.
Yes.
What, did you need one or something?
Yeah, like I was just kind of tired of using my trackpad that's on this laptop.
Oh yeah, I hate trackpads. But I don't
Yeah.
use them, I won't.
Justin.
But
Yeah.
Where was you at earlier, Justin?
I can't say
I
I've
just went
tried
to
it.
Walmart, got some groceries. Got back.
I
Went to
guess
buy
my
some Vegemite.
wireless, I guess my wireless mouse for my iMac should work on my MacBook Pro, shouldn't it?
See why not?
I like how when you move your mouse, like that's how there it goes. When you move it around like really fast, the arrow gets really big.
Hmm.
You can change the size of the arrow in settings.
Accessibility settings, I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, TJ, it doesn't take much to make
Access-
you happy. Huh?
In
So what?
accessibility.
Doesn't take much to make you happy. Huh?
Mhm.
The what, Joe?
I said it doesn't take much to make you happy.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's like a cat chasing a mouse around the screen.
That's what I'm thinking. He's
How's
cat
that?
chasing a laser pointer.
What is
There's a
that?
bug on my screen.
The bug on my screen.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they
What's
used to
up?
allow you? They used to allow you to change the arrow into something different at one time.
Hmm.
It's me, Laura. It's me. I'm the superhero.
Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Oh Lord,
Oh yeah, there's tons
said-
of programs you can download where you can change your pointer to all kinds of shit and make it look like a gaming controller.
Mm.
Whatever you want.
Laura's here. Didn't you say you were in the stream, Bob?
Yeah.
Right, anytime
Wait
Laura shows
for
up.
it.
It's coming.
About midnight. But we're gonna get some rain and maybe some thunder showers.
That's an idea. Super giggles.
There's the ball cover right there.
Laura's being nice to you today, Joe.
No, she's not.
No, that just means she's plotting something.
She's lulling him into a false sense of security.
She's plotting something.
It's like a snake in the grass, waiting to strike.
You say like an ass in the grass? That's totally right there.
That's in the grip.
Yeah, that's the
An
other-
asp in the grass. Yeah, she's trying to be nice. Well,
It won't last.
shoot, her being nice is like Biden not having dementia.
Yeah.
Look at her. I hope you have a fantastic day, Joe.
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, she's high on shrooms or something.
Probably.
Yeah. Do not try and adjust your set. We control the vertical and the horizontal.
Well, and the other thing is maybe she got rid of David. She's happy. I don't know.
She's asking you, Justin, what would you do if more pictures of you ended up in a meme chat?
Start with me, Laura. Yeah, she keeps posting her AI photos all over Discord on me.
Hi, Sunstar.
What's up, Sunstar?
Sunstar.
What's her actual name, anyways? I wonder.
I'm sorry.
Son is her first name, Star's second name.
Yeah.
Johnny. Her first name is
Johnny.
Sun. Her last name is Star.
Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny, what's up?
Laura said, "Joe, your hair is looking good. Did you comb it?"
Yeah, bro, you better watch it, Joe. She's plotting something, bro.
I'm ignoring her.
Look, you've already thrown all the cushions on the floor.
Well, that's kind of weird, Don. His wife got him a room with 2 queen beds in it. He doesn't know how the hell they're gonna. The four of them are gonna sleep in one bed.
Hold on, what did he say?
Oh, her Sunstar's name is Brenda. Okay,
Hello, Brenda.
Brenda.
Thank you.
I think there's a Tupac song called Brenda.
Dear mama. Yeah, he read the joke wrong, Donald. I got what you said.
Wait, with the hotel room and the 4 beds?
No. He said, my wife got us a hotel room with 2 queen beds. How are all 4 of us going to sleep in one bed together?
Oh, okay, I got it.
Which Donald's having a very neat night, apparently. Very interesting night.
Well, he drove for 5 hours. Is his daughter still in the same time zone as he is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you. I got you, Don. I got you.
Oh, he did. Oh, I misread that. Okay. I misread it too. Okay. I think you do, Donald.
Yeah, that'd probably be better for Justin and I.
No, because when I read it, I just, in my head, I read it as a hotel room. Then when he said Queens, my head, it auto-filled two queen beds.
Yeah. That happens these days.
Let's get started. No, where's that? I really tried sleeping, but I'm done struggling. I'm sleeping Inspire. Inspire. Inspire is a sleep app. It works inside my body. You just click on this button. Oh, what? Just sleep. Inspire. Sleep apnea.
Shut,
Knock your shit off, Laura. Watching you.
Okay.
Wearing is Discord, is that another social media platform?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
More
really
than messaging. I thought it was more
Yeah.
messaging.
It's more messaging and video call type. I wouldn't really classify it as social media.
Oh,
extension.
kind of like Facebook Messenger or whatever.
It's kind of more of an extension of your social media, I would say.
Oh.
I mean, I guess it depends. I mean, it's kind of a hard question to answer. Yeah, I guess you
Mm.
would classify it as a social media. But
It-
people
it-
use
yeah,
it
well,
more
you-
of a but people use it more of an extension of their primary
What's up, Sam?
social media accounts.
Damn.
What's up, Sam? But there are people that strictly just do Discord too.
Mm.
Sam, how you doing?
Oh.
What's up, Edward, Sam? Laura, you can piss off.
Glad you're stirring it up and not me.
TJ, you look like Mario from Super Mario Bros. No, he's more Luigi.
Yeah,
Luigi.
more Luigi. Yeah,
Got the
I
Luigi
went
build.
by like on my way home. I went by that costume store where I bought the hats, and I tried to take the Mario hat back, but they wouldn't let me return it.
Hmm.
Which I wonder why.
Should
Yeah, I
you should have
wonder
just
why
bought
too.
the Luigi hat and the outfit for it. You could wear that for
Like
Halloween.
they don't take back wigs or hats or like anything.
It's because of the lice and all that issues that
Oh,
come with
Yeah,
yeah.
it's because you got head lice.
It's just like when you buy set adult toys, they don't want you to return those either.
Oh yeah.
For certain reasons.
Yeah.
Unless they're faulty.
You're muted, Paul.
He's
Yeah,
still muted.
you don't know, TJ, what hole they've been installed in.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and sometimes, like, there's a lot of stores too that won't take back like underwear and bras and stuff like that either.
And sandals, you know.
Yeah, there's certain
Dogs.
things that stores won't take
What's up,
back. 'cause of
Joel?
that. What's up, Joel?
Yo,
How's it
Doing
going?
good. Sam. How you doing?
Sam says you look like Clowney with the flu.
Yeah, like George Clooney with the flu.
Looks like the Wish version of George Clooney. He's like the off. He's the store brand version of George Clooney. You don't get as much, and it doesn't work as good, but he'll get the job done.
Some
Yeah.
Joel.
Like George Clooney from T-Man.
So
Laura, I swear to God. Ban you off of Discord.
Uh,
Where's David, Laura?
Oh damn, it's getting dark out there.
Woo!
Oh, dude, it's
Oh,
rainy
good.
as shit here. Oh, for fuck's sake.
What? What have I done?
Every time somebody cusses, Dom's like, "Oh Lord, what have I done now?" So,
Dominic is just starting his day.
Mm. Yep.
he's eating his porridge. You know he's eating his porridge when he's just starting his day.
Yep.
So,
Joe, what are you having for dinner tonight?
I had it already. I had 2 chili dogs.
Oh, chili
Oh,
dog.
oh,
great.
nice.
And did you put the hot sauce on it?
No,
Just chili.
I mixed enough of that hot sauce the other day.
Did
Yeah.
you show everybody your hot sauce holder?
No, I'll show you. And that mixture of hot sauce was so bad when I was on the toilet, felt like somebody was dropping lit matchsticks on my ass.
I already seen it, Laura. You ass.
There's his hot sauce selection.
Oh wow.
Awesome. Oh, love that.
It made me a little 3D print thing to hold it.
Oh nice.
Oh, somebody's kitty cat's out over there mesmerizing.
Yeah, I know.
Said you
Better
might-
watch it, Dominic.
Uh,
She's looking at that green screen again. You don't want that shit falling on your head again.
Yep, yep, yep. I've been there, done that.
Careful. Dude, she's looking like she's about to pounce on it.
Yeah,
Careful.
I know.
Because Dominic's got it hanging back there, but it's just he's got shit just
Oh,
holding it
there
up.
she goes.
There
Yep,
she
yep.
goes.
Excuse me.
Last time, didn't you get hit in the head with the iron or something last time?
Yeah. I've got it. I've got it with very strong tape this time.
Ah, okay.
She's
So there's
getting-
nothing heavy that's gonna fall
She's
on you.
getting ready to spring. She keeps bowing down.
But there's
Oh,
nothing heavy. There's nothing
He's like-
heavy above it, right?
No.
Okay, good.
He's like, what is this big green thing right here?
Come here.
Oh,
Come here.
oh.
So,
Oi, come on. Hey.
How's everything with his computer doing? Well, Sam, you missed the whole debacle about a week ago, I think.
Yeah,
Girl.
it was Tuesday.
Some guy-
Tuesday check was off.
Yeah, he got a message on his computer that said, Jason from Indiana wants to speak to him from Microsoft. And he spoke to them, and they took control of his computer and started messing with it.
who? Sam did?
No,
Oh,
Paul did.
Oh,
Oh,
You
yeah,
remember that?
yeah. That's,
fortunately, it was only the one that runs the TV
So
at the
Dave-
back of him.
Yeah, and so David had him, AZ called him on the phone, told him to unplug it. And it's been sitting off in the corner, and Paul put his laptop hooked up to it so he could look at the TV.
Look at he's wrapped in the green screen.
Better than the Nigerian. Well, that's where Jake from State Farm was at. He was in Nigeria. That's what they have like the deepest Indian accent. And they'll be like, yeah, I'm Jason from Indiana. I'm like, no, the fuck you're not. Don't tell me that.
Actually, speaking about scam calls, I was watching this girl, IRL Rosie, absolutely tearing shreds off these with all her voices. She was doing
Yes, you did.
an old woman, then she was doing a young girl, then she was doing Siri. And it was really funny to watch.
Yes, he did, Sam, but fortunately it was only the old computer with nothing on it other than Screen Time Live. Well, we hope it was.
Yeah.
Donald.
Come
Well, that's
on.
Well, that's what I'm saying is I love when those guys try to say they're from, from the US and I'm like, bro, no. You're
What was it?
literally in India.
Publishers Clearing Warehouse or something like that.
Your
Was
last name's probably Patel and you're in India.
yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
something like Deepak Patel or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam, it just I got flustered and fell into the rolling ball,
It's his old it's the old all-in-one anyway, so
Well, it's
honestly,
the old all-in-one's back working now.
who fixed it?
I think it fixed itself.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I turned it
Doesn't
off,
just fix
left it
itself.
turned off, and
Well, this is the thing. If he just sent you a link
Oi.
to Remote Connect, it probably, once you disconnected the computer and turned it off, it probably did permanently disconnect him. But I don't know if we still don't know if he had you download anything. That's the only thing. Because he could be sitting there watching your computer right now.
it's not going to
Doesn't have
see
a
much.
camera on it, does it?
Well, see, if it's a program like the one that's built into Microsoft, right?
Fixed itself.
It's like the one that's built into Microsoft, the remote desktop connection, right? You have
Yeah, I
to
don't-
give a code each time to the person that's remote connecting to you. And so once
Yeah.
you disconnect it, it regenerates a new code and it just doesn't allow you to just reconnect them. So,
Yeah, the only thing I use this computer for is I run StreamTime Live. It runs my
but you're logged into your YouTube too as well, right? Or are you
Yeah.
just going to YouTube through the browser?
That's an old HP all-in-one.
Yeah, me and my mate used TeamViewer,
Hmm.
and you can set it so that it uses the same code every time for an individual computer, or you can set it so it resets it.
Dusty said, go drop that computer in the river.
Yeah.
I just see Paul on the stream time live camera chucking an all-in-one into the river.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that, the Ollie G show. That's
What's
That's,
Ollie G?
Ollie G.
Sasha
He's
Baron Cohen.
yeah, it's the same guy who does Borat.
All right.
What's his real name?
Sasha Baron Cohen.
Sasha?
Sasha
Letter
or
say.
Uh,
Cohen, a Jewish name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the one that did,
Thanks for popping in, buddy.
wasn't he the one that did Dictator too?
Sam, if I ever get in a jam, I'll be giving you
Probably. He did Ali G, he did Borat, and then he did
I want to say
One
it was
more.
Dictator.
bye, Sam. We'll see you later.
something like that.
Isn't he the guy that did the Kumars?
No,
No.
that was
No.
Sanjeev someone. I can't think of his name.
Sasha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he did Dictator too.
Yeah. Couldn't remember the exact. I remember Dictator. I can't remember the whole. Couldn't remember if that was the whole name.
That was just
Sanjeev
the Dictator.
Bakhshar was the one that did the Kumars.
Yeah, he actually, and he was technically an advisor for the Obama administration back when they were in Oval Office. He got some kind of job with the White House as an advisor. Don't know what the fuck he was advising, being an actor, but
Very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
he got some kind of job with them back when Obama was in the White House.
teaching them how to lie convincingly.
Laura.
Let's see exactly what it was because I can't remember.
See you, Laura. Have fun.
Later, Laura.
So in April of 2009, the Star of Herald and Kumar go to White
How
Castle,
come
shocked
Laura doesn't
Hollywood
have a PC?
because her PCs, I guess, finally took a shit on her. Shocked Hollywood by skipping town at the height of his powers after campaigning hard for Obama. The young actor caught.
Oh, you talking about the Harold and Kumar movies?
Yeah.
Those are funny. I like those movies.
Hal
I like.
Penn and can't think of the other guy's name. I remember one of them.
Oh, he's accepted a post at the White House working as an associate director of public engagement.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was right. Teaching them how to lie well.
Yeah. Public engagement is lying.
Is it almost ready yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
We almost there yet?
are we
Are
there
we
yet?
there yet?
Are we almost there yet? Are we almost
Are we
there
there
yet?
yet?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
This is just to go on one side. Both sides.
So Justin, what are you making for dinner?
So I take it that TJ's beautiful bride is cooking him tea.
Yeah.
I just ate the frozen burritos we
Yeah.
had in the freezer.
Frozen
Kinda just-
burritos, okay.
Yeah, we just made some quick stuff, just shit we had laying around in the freezer tonight. We didn't feel like cooking and make a bunch of dishes and shit. So.
Yeah, sometimes
some-
I'm like that too. I just like to throw it in the oven or the microwave and just be done with it.
The kids ate some salads and stuff we had left over. And
Thank God for breakfast bowls.
everything.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny.
We actually buy breakfast bowls quite a bit.
Yeah, those
like I
things are
said,
pretty
they're-
good. I like them damn things. Breakfast
Yeah, but
bowls.
it's a quick meal. I got it down to a science. 3 minutes in the microwave. You don't pull the plastic off. Leave the plastic on the top. Put it in for 3 minutes. Then you peel the
doesn't-
plastic back. Put a handful of cheese in there. Put the plastic back over. Another 30, 40 seconds in the microwave. Then you take it out.
Yeah.
Dump it into 2 tortillas. Roll it up, and you got yourself a quick breakfast burrito. Under 5 minutes.
But don't they say like on when you take it out of the box, don't they say like poke a hole in it so it like kind of vents or whatever?
It will just pop open anyway if it gets too much pressure.
Either
Pop the plastic.
Well,
But it
yeah.
doesn't do anything. It's not going to explode.
Yes,
or
Andrew.
anything. But like I said, you can literally make yourself 2 quick, medium-sized breakfast burritos and be out the door in under 5 minutes.
Cheers,
Good to
Andrew.
hear.
What's up, Paul?
Andrew, what's up?
What's up, TJ?
What's
What's happening with you?
You've been working on your 3D art, haven't you, TJ?
Shoot, I don't have a 3D printer. What are you talking about?
The 3D art behind you. Your background.
Your back.
Oh, he didn't make that. Somebody
Oh,
else
yeah.
made that.
I was like, wait, what?
No, Joe did that.
No, Joe sent that to me.
Joe did that?
Joe made it.
Yeah.
That's just a
Except-
picture of his
except-
picture.
Except he's supposed to be sitting further to the.
Now,
right of the
Andrew,
camera.
you're
Yeah,
not.
I'm supposed to be like
Well, you
this.
can do that by just adjusting.
Yeah,
the
he's
camera.
had that same logo for like 2 years now.
But Andrew, try and remember, don't sound so surprised next time.
Well, it's a nice background there.
No, I appreciate that.
You could put him at the beach if probably.
I'm not
Yeah,
about,
right.
about being a yes man. That thing sucks. Do better.
Oh yeah, the yes man, yeah.
Hi,
I can
Laura.
only do what I can work. I can only work with what I was given.
I
Yeah,
guess
good.
Laura's frustrated with her computer.
Yeah, it's completely fucked up now. But every time she tries to pull up any game, it just automatically crashes. It's age. It's and the games are continuously updating with newer graphics, engines, and different things like that, and it's just I can't keep up anymore. So
Yeah, it's
Oh,
called
maybe-
FUBAR.
and a lot of the
Well,
companies are using
In Australia, we call that cactus. It's absolutely cactus.
well, a lot of companies now, the video game industry are starting to use Unreal Engine 5 for their graphics, and unfortunately, anything below a 20 series graphics card, or if you're running like
Mhm.
anything like that, it's not working with it anymore. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
it-
we use the acronym FUBAR.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Food
Fubar,
bar's
yeah.
another one.
Yeah, Fubar. Yep.
Food bar's another one. I just use cactus a
Uh,
lot.
What's the other one?
Cactus.
Cactus.
As
Yeah.
in, there are cactus in the desert.
Yeah.
Cactus.
It's short for cactus fuctus.
Okay.
oh my god.
That's a new Latin phrase.
Yeah. Because anything that comes in contact with cactus is fucked.
Yeah, I thought when you said cactus, I thought that was maybe like an acronym for
No.
like Fubar.
Or is it a fucked cactus?
Don't be scared.
So are you roasting and toasty down there, Justin?
No, it's rainy and well, it's not cold or hot, but it's just rainy, dark and cloudy outside. It's been like that all day.
Yeah, I think the sky's gonna open up here shortly.
Oh,
wanna-
heat index up here is 104.
I think I might want to try and send the drone up and try to get a lightning shot. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
TJ, I would not.
Oh,
Unless
there goes my Air 2S. It just got struck by lightning.
Unless you want your drone to be toasty.
Could be a
Just kidding. Just kidding.
that could be a new movie, Back to the Future, but with a drone.
Yeah, exactly.
So he says, wrecked him, damn near killed him.
Wrecked him, damn near killed him. That's funny.
Back to the Future Drone Edition.
Yep.
Drone edition.
How do we save the drone?
Save the drone.
So I watched Beverly Hills Cop. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
The new
Oh, I
one on
forgot.
Netflix.
I'll have to check. I think I might watch that tonight. I think.
I want to watch the
Beverly
new
Hills Cop?
Quiet Place or Quiet or whatever it is.
Oh
the
yeah,
word.
that movie looks stupid.
Well, I've watched the other one, so I gotta watch it. And I want to see the new Twister.
Oh, that's gonna be coming soon.
I don't
Shortly.
think I saw the. Oh,
I think
maybe
it's
I
in
have.
theaters now.
I think I did see the previews for the new Twister movie.
I think it's in theaters now, if I'm not mistaken.
What's
Se-
up, drone shots?
The sexiest adult board game in the world.
Yep.
Naked Twister.
Naked Twister.
But isn't this one Twisters?
I'll tell you what movie was weird was The Watchers. I watched that the other night. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but
Sounds like
This-
a remake of Train Spotters.
Then the phrase probably comes up, who watches the watchers?
The premise of the movie is these people get like lost in these woods, and there's like some like ancient creatures that live out there, and they watch them at nighttime. It's kind of hard to explain. You have to go watch the preview for it. But then they have to like find their way out of this like mysterious wooded area.
Sounds like a maze wooded area. Nice haircut, by the way, TJ.
Thanks. Appreciate that. My wife did it. I normally go
Wow.
to I normally go to this place called Sports Clips, but money's just kind of been tight and stuff. So I, just I have a pair of the shears, so she just went over it and just cut it.
Oh, so you got the wall, the
Yeah,
electric.
yeah.
Those things last forever.
Oh yeah. No
Well,
doubt
so
about
all
that.
you need is a pudding basin and a pair of scissors.
Yeah.
Would you?
Put a bowl on top of my head, just like that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go down
that's
Yeah.
the old way of cutting hair.
Yeah.
I think Paul remembers that one.
Bad Boys is the other one I want to see. The new bad. I didn't even realize there was a new Bad Boys coming out until I saw the damn preview on YouTube. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I heard nothing about it until the trailer hit.
They just don't hype up movies like they used to. Like back in the 90s, like you knew a movie was coming out. Like, they just
Because
hyped the hell up.
hasn't it been like 20 years or something since the last Bad Boys?
I want to say 2012 or something. I think might have been the last one.
So 12 years.
So they're walking around on Zimmer frames in this one, are
But the Axel Foley movie, the first one spent 20 years.
40
Since the
years
last-
from
they? Been longer than
40
that.
year, 84 was the first one. 87, I think, was the second one. The third one was 94.
Oh no, the last one was in 2020. So the first one was 1995. The second one was
Yeah.
in 2003, and the last one was in 2020. Bad Boys for Life was the 2021.
So
it
that
wasn't
is,
that long.
So
it's Bad
it-
Boys 4 now, or?
Yeah, it's the fourth installment of it. Yeah.
So it's been 30 years, about 30 years since the first one.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
if you go back and watch the first one
nearly.
and then if you go back and watch the first one and then watch the one that they did in 2020, you definitely could tell them boys have gotten older. They look super young in the first one.
20-year difference.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. They look super young in the first Bad Boys. But that was
Yeah.
back when Will Smith was like really hot though in the 90s. Like that motherfucker was doing all kinds of movies back then. He was doing Independence Day. He did Wild Wild West, Bad Boys. I mean, he was pumping movies out left and right back then.
Men in Black.
Yeah,
He did.
was.
Yeah,
I would say
the first and second Men in Black.
Yeah, I would say the past 10 years, he's kind of not really done a whole lot. But before that, all the way back to the mid 90s, early 90s, he's been pretty busy. Taken away from the show, though. I'm not counting Fresh Prince. I'm talking about after that. when he started
You
doing
know
movies.
which star has been very, very busy lately? Nick Cannon. He's got like 14 kids with like 8 different girlfriends.
That's a different kind of busy.
Yeah.
Nick Cannon's a douchebag anyway.
Probably doesn't know where that comes from. It's
And
not in the water.
apparently he only has like a $10 million life insurance policy.
Only.
Yeah. They said live on TV. I mean, it could be more. With all
It
the
was-
stuff
Well, I
he's
mean-
done, I would think it'd be more.
Yeah, well, between him and Rob Dyrdek, them two pretty much ran MTV for the last 10 years. That's all you saw was fucking Rob Dyrdek shows and what was it? What was the show he did? The battle rap show, Wildin' Out.
No, that was Nick Cannon that did Wildin' Out.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying Nick Cannon and Rob Dyrdek pretty much like for the past 10 years, man, they've pretty much had almost all full control of MTV. Because it was either one or two of their shows that was always on the air playing.
Oh yeah,
MT MTV is still going, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, I wish they'd change the fucking
You-
name
you
of
know-
it though, because that has nothing to do with music anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what show's coming back in like, what is it? Is it this month?
Movie television.
No, Beavis and Butthead are coming back.
What?
Yeah.
I miss
I haven't
TRL. back in
I
the day.
haven't seen that one in I don't even know how long. A long time.
Dude, that show is hilarious. Like I like just watching them just like makes me laugh. And well, anything makes me laugh for that matter, but
I mean, I
Yeah.
like the Beavis and Butthead movies, but I was never really into the show. I didn't
Yeah.
care for that. I did
the,
like
on- the only one was like Beavis and Butthead Do America. They only did one movie.
I thought I did a second movie.
No, it was just that one.
Didn't they do a segment about Cornholio?
No, I don't think. Well, yeah. There's like maybe like a couple episodes where he does the cornholio, but he did do it in the movie too, because there was a scene where they get on the bus and there's like all these old people sitting on the bus, and Beavis takes the old lady's purse and like digging around like, I don't know what you got here. And he's like taking all the medicine like in her purse.
Okay, no. They actually did do two of them. I was right.
Oh, there was a second one?
It was Beavis and Butthead Do America, and then they had Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe.
Oh, I don't think I ever saw that one.
I was almost positive I remember seeing two movies.
Oh.
So I
don't
remember he said I am Cornholio.
Yeah, and he has his shirt over his head.
I need TP for my bungholio.
TP for my bungholio.
Yeah, it was when he was all cracked out on the fucking pills when he took that old lady's pills.
Yeah.
He dumped out like 30 pills in his hand from her purse and just
Yeah.
swallowed all of them.
Oxy.
Got all
Like,
fucking
they're
whacked
eating them
out.
all.
Yeah.
I bet it was Oxy or something.
Remember the FBI agent guy through the whole movie? All he was trying to do was give everybody cavity searches.
Yeah.
He's like, he goes, the fucking some 80-year-old lady, he's like, give her a cavity search. Go deep.
Yeah.
I want all the way to the elbow. Or I want you scraping the back of their teeth.
I like kind of like at the end where he's got the thing in his pants and the agent's like, give us the unit. And Beavis like, why do they want to see my schlong?
Yeah, even Jody, yeah, he remembered the Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe. I don't remember that one as much, but I do remember the Do America because I watched that one a bunch of times. I actually
Yeah.
recently watched that again about a year or so ago. And had
Mark,
quite
do
a
you
laugh
remember
'cause I hadn't seen
Beavis?
it.
Mark, do you remember Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah, but I didn't watch it. Not
You
my
didn't
kind
watch
of.
any of it?
Nah, not my kind of humor.
So you saw bits and pieces of it, right?
Possibly a few trailers, and that was it. Enough to make me not watch it.
Okay.
Well, Beavis and Butthead, technically, you removed the movies, it was really mainly focused around music at the time. Because they would sit on their couch and they'd be watching their TV and then they would be like,
They'd be
you know,
like
start
commenting on,
rocking
like,
out, and then all of a sudden it would go into a actual music video, you know,
Mm.
and then they'd be like commentating over it and different things like that.
Yeah, because they weren't they originally on MTV.
Yeah.
Mm.
I thought this was made by Nickelodeon.
Hell no, not Beavis and
Yeah.
Butthead.
No, I thought it was a company associated with Nickelodeon. Partnership.
I don't know. I don't know. MTV might be owned by the
Yeah,
same company
I don't
as
know.
Nickelodeon. I don't know. I know it has nothing to do with Nickelodeon. No, that's all MTV.
But I think part of MTV was owned by Paramount, which is being bought by Skydance TV.
I have no idea. As a web of fucking companies right there.
Isn't there another one of them?
Stop.
There's another one of them weird cartoons with two names to the title coming out again soon as well, isn't there?
Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, that
I
was
don't-
another favorite cartoon of mine that
Yeah,
I
that
like.
was another great program.
I don't know whether it's that one or a different one.
Ren and Stimpy got shut down because that one was really
Slightly crude.
yeah.
Spicy.
But the thing
Yeah.
was, is it was unfortunately, I would say it was more at the time. It was actually marketed more towards children, even though it was a lot of adult humor. And then a lot of
Mm.
parents got outraged by it, and they ended up pulling it off the air.
Yeah.
And then there was the one, the cartoon with the kid and the cow or whatever. And it made references to like sucking on tits and shit all the time.
Yeah.
Made a big deal about it.
I think
was,
that was on
s-
Adult Swim hour late at night.
It actually started off as a kid's show though. It was something in cow.
Oh, cow! You're talking about cow and chicken?
Yes,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
that's
there was a
what it
lot of really bad sexual references made in that cartoon. And
Yeah.
it ended up getting pulled too because of that.
So
And there's some episodes that, unless somebody has it recorded on a VHS tape or something somewhere, they don't exist anymore. Because they've been pulled by the networks. Permanently
If-
pulled.
If they had marketed that right to the right audience, they could have made a lot with that.
I mean, even cartoons back in, go back and watch some of the cartoons from the 50s and 60s, bro. You want to talk about some racial shit being said, like racial, like shit being sprinkled into it there? Like, go watch Steamboat Willie sometime.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's an oldie.
There was some defo racial shit sprinkled into that cartoon. Having to
Yeah,
do
that
with black people and Jewish people.
That was just Mickey Mouse.
Right, but that's what I'm saying though, is there was a lot of racial stuff in older cartoons that was considered okay back then.
Oh
but
yeah.
was, you know, be absolutely fucking hammered on. these
Nearly
days.
every cartoon that was brought out for the kids back when I was a kid is way not politically correct anymore.
Hmm.
Hey Arnold. You remember that one?
Which one?
Hey, there was nothing wrong with Hey Arnold though. At
Nope.
least that I know of. That was a pretty mild cartoon. Pretty popular.
Not one that
cartoon
we
back
had in the
90s.
UK.
That was a big Nickelodeon show, I think, from the 90s. I think it was Nickelodeon. Could've been from
What
the
show was
90s.
it?
Hey
Oh,
Arnold.
when Nickelodeon came out, I was a little too old to be watching it.
Oh yeah, no, that's from like mine and Andrew and TJ's
Yeah.
more era. Like TJ probably would have been. How old are you, TJ? 40?
Yeah, 40.
Yeah, you'd have been around the Nickelodeon time back in the 90s.
Yeah, most definitely.
Dude, I remember watching Flintstones and Popeye thinking that was from my time period until I got older and realized they were fucking dirt ass old. I was like, Jesus.
Uh,
I mean, in the 90s, I was in my 30s.
That
So
was
I remember
Paul.
because I
How old were
remember
you
the
in
remake.
1990, Paul?
30.
How old? Let's see. How old would you have been in 85, the year I was born?
Well, you figured out I was born in 52.
33.
Paul's 7 years older than me.
You would have been 33 when I was born.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was 30.
I was 17.
And I was nowhere near your mother.
uh. So,
You didn't get that core paperwork
Uh,
yet in the mail, Paul? Expecting
What's
some
that?
payments. I said you didn't get the core paperwork in the mail. I'm expecting some
No.
late payments. Damn, you were
Well-
30? Damn. You're in your 30s when I was born.
Well, the two of them were on the opposite coast there, Justin.
So I was born in 59.
Well, I'd have been in California at the time. So I was born in Southern California.
What year?
85.
I left California in 78.
Do you miss California?
Yeah, you're too
Hell
short to be
no.
my dad, Joe.
There's a few there. That's why I'm wondering.
Oh no, my family, you can definitely tell. Like, so there's a picture of my dad and his 6 brothers back when they were teenagers.
Mhm.
And then my grandma had me and all the sons that they had. That because 2 out of the 6 or 7, 2 out of the 7 boys did not have any kids. So she had us, all the boys from the other 5, take a photo, kind of in the same stance and everything. And every one of us look exactly like our dads. I mean, identical. When you hold the 2 pictures up, you would think it was the same group of kids, just from 2 different. You can just the only way you can tell is obviously by the clothes and the picture age, right? Because the picture from when my dad was a kid looks a lot older, and more faded and stuff. You can tell it's from an old ass camera, where ours was taken with a more modern '90s camera at the time. But yeah, we all look identical to dads, every one of us. And you could point out and say, "Yep, that's who, that's who, that's who." Even if you didn't know any of us, you'd be able to tell who was who.
Yeah, it's like me and my grandfather. You could tell I'm his grandson. It's exactly the same size, similar height. I mean,
All the boys in my
It's crazy.
family, me and my cousins, we were all within a year of each other. Like
I
all
don't
my
look
aunts and
mu-
uncles.
I don't look much like my dad, but I do look like my granddad and my mum's brothers.
yeah, because certain features sometimes skip a generation.
Well, it depends. Sometimes you get your looks from your mother's side of the family, and sometimes you get it from your father's side of the family.
Yeah, father's side.
Like my
Hold
brother,
on. You
my
look
brother is
like
definitely from my father's side, and me and my sister are from my mother's side.
so you don't look like your dad, but you look like his brothers.
No, I look like my granddad and my mother's brothers.
Oh, I was gonna say, because I was gonna say maybe your uncle's actually your dad. Might want to look into that.
Well, must have been a fluke. Mom's one brother he's been bald since senior year of high school.
Yeah, I started going bald in my 30s.
Well, and listen, I said this before too. They say that people try to say that baldness is not contributed to wearing hats, right? That it's more hereditary. But out of the
It-
7 brothers,
that's what I've heard
Adam,
too. Like if you
no,
wear
but
too many
Adam,
hats, you end up going bald. But I
but
didn't.
listen to this. My dad, out of his 6 brothers and him, the 4 that wear hats religiously every single day for the last 40 years are all bald. And then my dad and his other 3 brothers that don't wear hats at all have full heads of hair. There's something weird about that.
Well, I've been
Yeah.
bald since sort of like late 30s. My dad still has a full head of hair.
Still thinking your dad's not your dad, Mark.
At
You just
89.
had more evidence of
Yeah,
that.
Unfortunately, he is.
First he wasn't looking like, now he's done, has no traits the same.
Oh,
So
I'm
you're saying if the hair doesn't grow, you may not know?
yeah.
If the hair doesn't grow, you may not know.
I am. I'm a Riley in looks and a White in attitude.
Yeah, but that's what I said. If you look at my dad and his 6 brothers, there's 4 of them that have worn hats every day religiously for the last 30, 40, 50 years. And every one of them is bald as shit. But the 3 that don't wear hats at all, like my dad's one that doesn't wear hats hardly ever, they all have full head of hair still. So I'm saying there's got to be some kind of correlation there. That can't be just coincidence.
There is a chance that it might be both a coincidence.
I mean,
Might be
I'm not
both.
saying. I mean, balding definitely it can be hereditary for sure, but I think that having your hair under a hat all the time probably isn't the best for your hair. You know,
No, 'cause
especially if it's
All right, guys, I'm out. Dinner's ready.
that TJ is getting.
Yeah, I'm not
nervous.
far behind you.
What you
Okay.
eat,
Burger-
TJ?
Y'all later.
Yeah,
burgers,
don't get
TJ?
nervous with that receding hairline, TJ.
It-
Said what? Wait,
What do you have,
what?
burgers?
What? What?
What you having,
All
TJ?
right.
What you eating?
We're having, what are we having? Chicken noodle casserole.
Ooh.
Yes.
There you go.
I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
Oh, that
Nothing
sounds
like
Go
tasty.
ahead.
See you guys.
Hey, we'll see
Enjoy.
ya.
Later, TJ.
That's something good to
TJ.
have on a nice,
That-
dark,
oh.
rainy day.
On a hot day.
Oh, it's now not in America. It's freezing ass in his house right now. Like, in my room, it's fucking cold in here right now.
Well, make it a little warmer.
No, we like to keep it cold in our room.
You,
Well,
you
Sarah's-
make it too
Sarah's-
cold, then you're putting on 3 sweatshirts.
I would rather it be freezing ass cold than hot. I'll tell you that.
Hell, what you consider cold, I have to close all the doors and put the heating on to get to.
Yeah, we hardly ever use a heater. I don't think we've ever used it in this house. Because the houses, like a lot of these newer homes in Florida, you know, that were built after a certain time period, they're all like cinder block type construction where all the walls are pretty much like concrete. So if it's freezing ass outside, they're pretty well insulated. Like not a lot of the, you don't lose a lot
Well,
of heat.
so are ours. I mean, ours are a double brick wall with a cavity, and my cavity is filled with foam insulation as well. So still, when it
Yeah.
gets below 0 outside, it gets cold inside.
Well, question I have, Mark, is if your cavity's filled with insulation, how do you wipe your butt?
Oh my
Careful.
Yeah,
The
I-
constipation.
I
That's
don't
a
want,
good one.
I don't want to know anything about your cavity.
That's a good one. But Justin, some of those houses I think would have been built after 1991.
Oh, this
Mine was
house is
built-
from the 70s. It's got full cinder block walls all the way through.
1933. Shut up.
No,
Actually,
yeah, all the new homes, if you go through the construction sites where they're building all these new homes at, it's just nothing but cinder block walls through the whole, even the internal walls are all cinder block. And then what they do is they frame the walls, then put up the drywall and all that. And then they put the roof on. Really, the only wooden part about the house is just the roof. Rest of it's all just cement pretty much.
well,
Yeah.
Mark, does your house have a coal
using-
chute in the basement?
Mine, no.
No. Does it have a
No.
milk door?
Doesn't have a basement.
Does it have a milk door on the side of the house?
Nope.
Oh,
That's something you don't
Interesting.
see in houses hardly ever. Your house
No,
No,
has
the
to be
milk
at
milk
least
bottles
from
used
the-
to be milk bottles used to be put on the porch.
yeah, because Grandma's house had a little milk door You open the little door and have a little cubby. They put the milk in there, and on the inside there was a door where you could open it from the inside.
Yeah,
No.
but that's most
just
houses that
stuck 'em
still
on the
have that are
doorstep.
really old.
Well, that house was from 1930.
Right. But I think milk delivery, that kind of faded off from where? 60s or 70s?
Still being done here.
Couldn't be done here unless
I
you
would
actually.
say here in my town, the milk delivery stopped in the like 1964, 65.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because that's when the US went to all pasteurizing everything. And you couldn't just leave milk on somebody's doorstep
No,
for hours
you
without.
didn't go into
Yeah.
into stores and buy milk. You know, you had to get it from a dairy.
But
Right.
I mean, I had a milkman deliver maybe 4 years ago, something like that. But they only came twice a week, and it was
Oh,
too
you get-
expensive. And I still had, even with having 4 pints of milk delivered twice a week, that wasn't enough milk. So we still ended up going buying stuff from the supermarket. So plus it was
4
about
pints, that ain't shit.
yeah
My kids
about
will
a
drink
third-
that in a day.
Yeah, we don't drink milk as a drink. Just put milk in tea and coffee or on cereal.
Yeah.
Oh
So
no,
you
dude,
have a
not
lot-
like a good glass of milk if you're having like cake or you're having some dessert
Cookies.
or you're having
Uh,
donuts.
Let's not forget cookies and milk.
Cup of coffee.
And then a good good
What do you
cold
got
glass
there,
of
Joe?
milk is just good with dinner.
Got me some tasty cake chocolate donut, a little bit of mini chocolate donut.
Oh, there you go.
That might have a glass of milk
Ooh.
with it later.
There you go. You know what's good is when you
So-
get the hot, fresh Krispy Kreme's donuts,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then just the regular glazed ones, nothing special,
Is
just the
that all
regular
you
plain
need?
glazed
What?
ones, and you dip them in ice cold milk, let it soak up the milk. Oh, so good.
You know what's even better?
And
When
let
you
the
go
milk
to
soak
the
up
bakeries
sugar.
that do the French bread here in New Orleans, and they got the fresh French bread coming out hot. And we
Oh,
used to
the fresh.
go get a brand new French bread hot and come home, put butter on it, let the butter melt. You sit there and eat the French bread with butter.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Ooh.
Well, that was like fresh baked French bread.
Or if you've never tried this, try graham crackers with milk.
Yeah.
Fucking delicious.
Sometimes the French bread never made it home.
Let me
Hey.
guess, you ate it.
When we used to
We
go
ate it
on
on the way.
golfing holidays to Spain, the people from our apartment, the 4 of us, we used to go round the supermarket in Spain and we visit the bakery and we put like 6 French sticks in it, in the basket, in the trolley. And by the time we got to the till, there was probably 2 French sticks and 4 empty wrappers.
Yep.
So do you
I'm
have
gonna
to
drop
pay
out,
for it?
guys.
All right,
Okay,
Dominic.
Dominic,
Uh,
take care.
All right.
Heaps to do.
Later,
Yeah, I've got
later,
heaps to
Dom.
do.
See you.
Later,
Yeah,
Dom.
talk to you later, Dominic.
But if I were in Massachusetts in Cape Cod, I would have gone to Dad's friend's place. They have a little donut shop. They make these giant donuts, like yay big. Fresh as can be. Oh, so good. I miss those donuts.
Dominic keeps a tight rein on them girls, boy. I tell you.
I miss
Joe,
Michael's
you want
bakeries,
you want to
dude.
try doing what I do? I make my hot dogs on French sticks,
Oh yeah, I've done that.
nice and crunchy.
Oh yeah.
But if you may have a little bonfire, put the hot dog on a long stick. Just turn the hot dog
Well,
over
I
the
did them a
flame.
whole different way this time.
No, just
Instead
stick
of
the
me-
hot dog in the air fryer.
That's what I did today. The last couple of days, I've done it in the air fryer, and I put freedom fries in there with it.
Yeah.
And did it for like 12 minutes, and it came out perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Just starting to get a little char on them, starting to get a little bubble. Hot dogs. and when you bite into them, they got a crisp taste to them.
Uh-huh.
Like a snap.
Although I would say that the chips, if they're from frozen, I would do more for 20 minutes.
No, they're frozen. 12 minutes is fine. They come out good. I don't have the
Alright.
big thick ones.
Ah, right. Okay.
I like going to the store and getting them if I do frozen fries sometimes. They actually have the really skinny ones like McDonald's fries,
Yeah.
where they're super skinny, and those ones are really good. Get those
These
nice
are
and
the
crispy.
Walmart crinkle cuts. You put them in more than 12 minutes, they break and everything.
I
Mm.
get the sweet potato fries.
Oh God,
Oh, yeah.
that's
Those are
gross.
good.
Oh, I hate sweet potato.
I like sweet potato. Sweet potato
I
fries
don't
and
like-
ranch
They're good.
dressing.
Yeah, I
I
quite
don't
like
like
'em.
sweet potato in any kind of form. I think sweet potato tastes like absolute dog shit.
Now you
Just my
sound like my
opinion.
son Nick. Nick would gag when he sees a sweet potato, and since he went in the Marines, now all of a sudden he loves them.
I just
Nick-
like Sarah likes to make sweet potato fries all the time and sweet
Joe,
potato casserole and all that. Nah, I'm good.
Someone cooked sweet potato the right way. So now Joe loves it.
There is very, very few vegetables I don't like, and sweet potatoes one of them. But I love vegetables.
Eh.
Like I could live off of a garden
Find
if
this
that
picture.
was all the food I had. I mean, I
They
love
have quite
vegetables, but
quite a nice sweet pudding in the Seychelles called laddob, and it's sweet potato, plantain, and coconut cream.
Now look at that. That's the chicken casserole that his wife made. TJ made it.
Ooh,
His wife made it.
Ooh.
He need to go give
Um,
that woman a hug and keep her around if you're getting fed
I-
like that.
I see something from Tammy Jean.
Yeah, Tammy Jean.
Is that a coaster?
That's a coaster. Underneath there's probably Jasper. She had one
Mm.
made for her and one of Jasper.
Ooh. But that does look like a very tasty casserole.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. You better give her a hug and keep her around.
That looks more
I-
like a stew than a casserole to me.
Speaking of Tammy, anybody seen her? Or is she on break?
It's on a break.
Haven't seen much of her in a while.
No, she's not been on. Max lurks every now and again because he came in and said hello at one point, but they've not been on for well over a month now.
I don't even think it was hello. It was just a letter M in the chat.
Yeah, it was.
I think that was by accident. I think he must have been watching and accidentally hit the.
Because part of
Did
time
it,
Max
Did
Max
Tim
leaps
fall
part of
asleep at
time
the keyboard.
Max leaps into the chat. One of the first things sometimes he puts is hashtag DGI sucks.
Mm.
Am I not the only one that's noticed that?
Can't say as I've noticed that.
And somebody selling a drone, he's like, Max will say $20.
Mm. Oh no, Max says 50. That's his that's his price for everything.
I'm wondering if he's gonna do another FPV or not. You know, because a bit ago, because he crashed his Avata at the track.
I don't know.
They were recording drift cars at the track, and
Got
Like
run
8
over,
or
did
9
it?
months ago. That was
He
a long ass
hit-
time ago. That was almost a year ago.
He
no,
bought
that was
Tammy. He bought
he had
Tammy
bought
and
another.
Avata too for her birthday.
and he kissed the pole.
But they were buying a motorhome and doing it up supposedly.
I don't know if that was this year or going to be next year, because I thought it was next year.
What?
Max and Tammy were buying a motorhome and doing a tour of
Supposed
the
to be this
country.
year.
Well, this year?
Yeah, they were supposed to be buying it this year and doing it up.
Yeah, they saw the price of new ones and said, let's buy used. Because some motorhomes are pricey.
Yeah. But I mean, Max does a lot of woodwork and stuff, so he can refit the damn thing quite easily.
If I was like 15 years younger, I found a school bus somebody's selling. That's they've already cut the top, added more to it to make it where you can walk in standing up a little higher.
Mm.
Well, probably somebody about 6 foot tall. I think they've added like 4 inches to the top, but they redid the whole sides where they cut it, but they put different kind of windows in, and some of it's completely closed off, and you know it's almost like you see in like the big RVs, the way they've got
Yeah,
it set
there's-
up,
Yeah.
and he's got it already. The inside's got all the electrical put in and all of that, and then he said they got health problems, so they can't finish it. And he wants 18,000 for the thing.
Yeah, if you look on YouTube, there's a lot of van lifers that use converted school buses.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'd have it.
That's-
I'd do it in a heartbeat.
the problem is some of them that do this, they buy a bus from like 1985.
That's because they're too bloody expensive after that.
And now
If it's in a school system, there's nothing wrong with it, probably.
It's been well maintained.
Yeah.
and now that they've been using it, all of a sudden more problems are cropping up with the engine and transmission. Because it's getting high in mileage now.
They had a guy selling one around here. Everything was, I mean, I knew the guy, and everything was perfect with this thing. And he was selling it. It was 15 years old. And he was selling it for shoot, I think it was like $20,000. But it had all the seats in it and everything. You'd have to take it all out and get rid of them and everything else.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather have one. I'd rather pay like 18,000 for one that's already got all the new electrical inverters, everything put in. And all you got to do is build a frame on the inside and build it the way you want it on the inside, and install what you need. But I'm not in the position where I could do that anymore. I don't have the. I'm got the same health issues where I probably couldn't do it.
But wouldn't
I'm
that
trying.
be? But wouldn't that be like another 5 to 10,000 to do all that to the inside?
Oh yeah, you could probably put about, if you put 10,000 in there, it'd be luxury.
Yeah,
You're
but
talking
if you look at the
28,000.
price of the ones that are already built,
Oh yeah,
they're crazy.
yeah, you're talking 28,000 to put in one and make it
Ooh.
look crazy.
I mean, a
That's-
brand
Now,
new,
that's a good price.
a brand new 25
Wow.
foot long motorhome now is around the 70 to 80,000 pound mark.
This one
Yeah,
sleeps
that's a
6
very good price there.
is
That's what year is it though? Look like about a 1960. Don't say.
hard to
God, Discord, shut the hell up.
I'd say 80s or 90s.
Yeah, it's way back.
Because those cabinets are from way back.
Yeah, it costs you a couple $1,000 just to put cabinets in that school bus.
Oh,
I've,
yeah.
I've seen exactly the same as that on Facebook. Is that where you've seen it?
It's on Facebook.
Is this from Paul or who's sharing this?
Paul showing it.
Paul, you're muted, by the way. But with a little bit of buffing, I think you could make it look really nice on the outside.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's not a scratch or a dent or anything on this. It's got the awning, it's got roof air, it's got an onboard generator.
The only thing I'd worry about is what condition the engine is in.
Well, it can't be too bad condition because it's only got 49,000 miles and it's a V8 Chevy.
Does it say what year it is?
No,
Okay.
Depends on how long it's been sitting as far as the motor and all that goes.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's been sitting for a bit.
Well, I mean, it could be, but it's also possible that they went out once every few months and started it up and ran
Yeah.
it around and kept up on fluids and all that.
that's a hell of a buy, Justin.
Because that's going to be expensive keeping up like those tires.
Mm.
'Cause some of those tires aren't cheap. For
Oh
that
no,
size.
if you replaced all 6 tires on that thing, you'd probably be looking at 2,400 easy, if not more.
Mind
Yeah.
you, with those things, you can get them regrooved.
You'd probably be talking at least probably more than that, honestly. You'd probably looking at 5 or 6 grand. Because you're probably looking at about 8 to 1,200 per tire. That shit ain't cheap.
Yeah.
That's why people don't replace all of them at one time. They'll replace what they need to at what time they need to do it.
There you go.
Oh, that one looks nice.
2004 Bounder.
Oh, that one to me looks like it's been kept inside.
48,000 miles on it.
28,000.
Generator, full hookup, AC, water, large propane tank on board.
That looks nice.
Senior owned.
Oh, this
That's
looks
a
like
little-
something.
That's a little bit nicer. That's a little bit more. That's, you definitely tell by the interior. That's a newer one too. That looks
Doesn't-
probably 2000s, where that other one looked like it was from either the late 80s or 90s.
This one looks like it's a similar manufacturer as the other one. Or a similar style.
What I'm saying is, if you look at the first one, you can tell that one was dated. It was probably what year was the other one? So 2004. The other one was probably 90s. Somewhere
This
90s.
one is 2004.
No, I'm talking about the one before that. It was definitely older by you could
The,
tell by
the last
interior.
one, I'm guessing, what, 70s, 80s?
Yeah, it didn't really say. I was thinking the 80s at least.
Because there's one there, Ford Thor is 2017.
If I had one, I wouldn't want a big ass one like that. I'd rather have one.
Oh,
like that.
there's one. It's a converted
that.
bus. There's a
Like
bus
that
right there.
Right there,
Like the
21,000.
Yeah, that $24,000 one. That's about the size I'd like to have.
I wonder what
I
what's
don't,
wrong.
see, I don't want the truck like that though.
You want just a trailer or what?
What's wrong
I
with
want
the
I want the one. I want the all-in-one, like like that one right there. But I don't even want the slide outs. I'd rather have something without the slide outs.
Look how big that slide is. It's a whole damn length of the.
Oh, the whole damn side of that.
Wait, it
Yeah, I
says
know.
free.
See, I wouldn't want the slide outs. You slide it out and you can't get the bitch back.
One of the guys that my dad, we used to go out to Newmont with out back in the day,
50.
had a camper like that, a big ass bus.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
This guy owes 145,000 on it. He just wants you to take over the payments.
No, this thing, the entire both sides would come out probably about 4 or 5 feet. And then the back half of the roof would go up. And it was like a fucking 3-bedroom apartment when all the pop outs were out. It was huge.
Oh, yeah.
And actually
There's
had
a
an
bathroom.
upstairs because the back part, half of the roof would pop up as well. And it was all hard pop outs. It wasn't like material. It was actual walls. He probably spent
That's
well over $1
nice.
million on that thing.
This is a nice RV.
Yeah, well, it's also.
But I'd rather the
2022.
bus where you don't have nothing popping out and it looks just as good.
Mhm.
Pop outs are nice though. I've been in quite a few trailers that had them.
Hmm.
They'll give you a lot more
But
room.
do you see the 23 Gray Wolf? My neighbor has a similar one. Those are popular right now.
But
Right here?
most modern
Yeah,
trailers with
that-
pop outs actually have a manual
Yeah, that
if
Gray
the motor
Wolf,
goes out.
that Gray Wolf style is very popular right now.
Well, it's a pull behind.
Yeah.
See, I would
Yeah.
actually rather have a pull behind too, only because you can drop it and then you can
When you
use your
get
truck
there,
to
yep, you got something to drive.
right. You can
Yeah, I
drop
mean, that's
it
what
and
we
you
call
can
a
drive.
caravan.
Like that right there would be my size trailer right there, not too big. And you could drop it
One
and then
owner used
disconnect it.
6 times, loaded, including hitch and extra, non-smoker, no pets, 26-foot length. Cash offers accepted.
So 26 feet, is that from hitch to all the way to the back? Or this edge of this bumper to the back
No,
bumper?
they have to count
It's-
the hitch as well.
Count
It's
it.
usually measured from the board, yeah.
So 6.
Yeah, because as far as the DOT is concerned, it's the length of the hitch, everything. That's part of the frame of the.
The
vehicle.
A-frame at the front is probably only about 4 foot.
Wow, I'm surprised there are this many on Marketplace.
Oh, yeah.
There's a 2018 for 77,000. It's a Coachman. That's
This-
an old brand now.
The winter time is the time to buy one because that's when people have the most trouble getting rid of them. So
Yeah.
if you have the money, you wait till winter time when a lot of people are buying RVs, and you can swoop in and grab yourself a good deal.
It depends. The older people buying RVs because they go south for the winter.
Oh, I know. I'm saying, but if you're like up north and there's a bunch of people selling RVs, you're probably less likely to sell it during the winter time than you would be during the summer.
There's a lot of people sell them at the beginning of winter rather than pay storage fees over winter.
Yeah, that 2002, that's a pop-up trailer.
Right there, Viking.
Yeah, that's a pop-up.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I wouldn't
You have
want a
to-
bus or anything because, like I said, just the amount of money for tires for those size vehicles is insane. Like,
You
Oh,
have
I
to
think-
register them as well, don't you?
well, not only that, look how
That's a
No, I mean even the caravans that you tow behind, you have to register.
Wait,
We
so-
don't.
oh yeah, you definitely have to have a register.
since
they
when?
just- All you do with ours is you put your car number plate on the back of it. Simple as that.
Since when does Freightliner make buses?
Oh, they make buses. It's
Freightliner
Yeah, they make-
Buses for
always
it's all
years.
made
based on
buses.
the
Yeah.
truck.
I
They've
thought
always
their
made
bread and
buses.
butter was trucks. No?
No. You get Freightliner buses over here.
Yeah, they've had Freightliner buses
Ooh.
for years. Ever since
That's
I
nice.
remember.
Look at that
And
paint
then
job.
what's the other one? There's Bluebird, Freightliner. International makes buses, I think. I
Keep
think they
calm and
still
call.
make buses.
British Leyland,
Oh,
DAF.
this one's got to be 90s.
98.
Yeah. You can tell by the color of the cabinets.
Yeah, all the older ones have got wood effect everywhere.
If I was single though, like say I was traveling around and I was single, I would love to have one of those Mercedes vans.
Oh,
It's all tricked out.
Oh, he's
Small
got
van.
Yeah.
this guy's
there
got
you
an
go.
old. This guy's got a Corvette
Sprinter.
and a boat.
Yeah, see the Spritzer vans. I've seen
Yeah.
them, the newer ones, dude. They've designed them so well with like space in mind that they're able to put full bathrooms in those fucking things now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I want. If I could have a Sprinter van, if I was like single living on my own and I didn't have kids and stuff, if I could have a Sprinter van with a full bathroom and everything and all the amenities for a single person, that'd be awesome.
because recently one of the Sprinter off-road models, they had recall because they did not put the correct tire on it before they sent it out of the factory.
Oh, that's just sending you to a local tire shop and getting new tires put on it, and then they pay for it.
Well, because they wanted to recall it because they wanted to fix it.
Well, yeah, when they do a
Warranty.
massive recall on something like that that can be fixed by shops, they'll what they'll do is they'll do deals with national chains like tire shops and stuff, and they'll just have them go to the chain.
And I'm like, how did you not notice before it? Didn't you check it before it left?
Yeah, Jody, I've seen some vans that are, because I like watching those YouTube channels where they do little tours on all the new setups and stuff. And I've seen some Sprinter vans that are really nice, man. Full bathrooms, just really cozy. And there's a
Oh,
guy
those
that
are-
has one, and he obviously works remotely out of his van. He travels around the United States and Canada, and he got a full gaming system set up and everything. This motherfucker be out in the middle of
Ooh.
nowhere in the woods and just be full on gaming in his van in just like the nicest areas. Like, it's just awesome.
Lucky. You imagine
I think-
pulling up to the Yellowstone and be in the middle of nowhere. Just start
That's what I'm
gaming.
saying.
Watching
what I'm
all the
saying,
big
it's-
crap appear in the floor underneath your motorhome.
Well, and the thing is that for somebody like that, if you're making decent money, I mean, really, your only expense a month is your car insurance and your fuel. But you can pretty much boondock anywhere you can find a place to park your van, whether it's a Walmart parking lot or, in a back trail somewhere going out in the woods.
And there are loads of big YouTube channels for people who live in the vans and travel.
Yeah.
There's several in Scotland that are doing that now.
Like I said,
Mhm.
your main two expenses every month are you pretty much, besides food, but your two biggest expenses is literally just fuel and insurance. That's it.
Yep.
And the occasional maintenance on the vehicle if you keep up on it.
Would
Mind
Joe?
you, it's amazing just how many of the van lifers that have always been going round Europe and even the States in vans are now all of a sudden buying old rundown houses to do up.
Well, I'm sure they get tired of it after so long.
Hi, Dusty.
I mean, eventually some people are going to want to, have a place that says this is where I'm from, this is home, and
Yeah.
settle down and
And-
finally get off the road.
Well, Dusty says he's in a van down by the river. I thought you had some sort of response to that, Justin.
Yeah, wasn't that Chris Farley's skit from Saturday Night Live?
Yeah. I lived in a van down by the river. He's in a sport jacket, stand over like this.
Honestly, I think traveling around Europe would be more fun only because you got a lot more different countries you can go to. I mean, you
Yeah.
can go around the United States and Canada. I wouldn't really want to go down into Mexico or South America. Fuck that.
Thing is, now with Brexit and all the rest of it, we're only allowed to stay in European countries for 3 months at a time. Then you've got to come out of it for a month before you go back in.
Hey,
That's not too
what's with the French protests? That thousands of people want to kick all the tourists out of France.
Who gives a shit?
But is it some group that's against tourists,
Yeah,
Mark,
well,
or what?
They don't want any tourists in their country.
If they want to lose billions of dollars a year in revenue, then fuck them.
Or
I
does
mean,
it have to
there-
do with
there's-
the price you pay to get into
what the
the UK?
I mean, that's just stupid for any area or any country that gets a lot of tourism. Why would you want to do that?
People stupid.
Uh-huh.
You're just hurting your own economy at the end of the day
Mm.
doing shit like that.
Mm.
Agreed.
Exactly why we didn't shut down for COVID down in Florida. Oh the fuck off.
South Carolina never shut down.
Oh yeah, but Florida was the poster child for that. We got so much shit from everybody for that.
New York pretty much shut down.
Yeah, well, all the states that were already broke decided it was a good idea to shut their economies down, become even more broke.
Mm.
We stayed open. We closed for like 2 weeks and then we were all like, fuck this shit. We're like, we're done with this. But even then, the cops didn't enforce it, dude. That's the 2 or 3 weeks that we were shut down, that the state was kind of had some regulations going. Dude, I could still take the kids to the park and the sheriffs would just drive by waving at you. They didn't give a shit. They weren't gonna about to go in there and harass you as a everyday citizen enjoying yourself outside at the park.
Mm.
They weren't about that bullshit. No. Just like the hospitals
Same.
and everybody were giving all their workers these papers that were saying you were allowed to be out. And it's like, what, are you gonna stop me at a fucking traffic checkpoint and ask me for papers? It's fucking Nazi Germany. Fuck out of there.
Uh-huh.
Fuck right off. That bullshit. Because there was some states where they were literally stopping people and asking them for their papers if they were allowed to be out, if they were essential.
Yeah, they were
Fuck that.
at one point they were doing it at the New York Pennsylvania border as you were going into New York.
Yeah, you had
On
to
the
show
main
that you were an
highway.
essential worker. Yeah,
Mm.
that sounds like some Nazi bullshit right there.
Yep.
Because if I was going back to New York, I would have. There are several back roads you can take.
What I love about the cops down here, dude. They would never done that to citizens. Even if they were told to, I guarantee they would have never followed through on it.
Yeah, Dusty in South Carolina, pool companies did not stop. Pool company I have now, they have not stopped working.
Be
They've
surprised.
been going 5 years straight. They're still booked out.
I'll tell you what though, like 99% of law enforcement down here are huge Trump supporters. Tell you that. You know how many cops' houses I've drove by where you obviously know they live there because their car's parked in the driveway, and you drive by and they have a Trump flag in their front yard or in their garage, hanging in their garage. See that shit all the time down here.
Well, the neighbor behind the neighborhood that's behind me, he's got a huge giant Trump flag in his front yard. So it's kind of obvious he's a Trump supporter.
Oh, that's the funny thing, Dusty, right? Is they allowed liquor stores a lot of states to stay open because they considered that essential.
Yeah.
It's like, how the
'Cause
fuck
then
is
it-
alcohol and liquor considered essential? That is not essential. I'm sorry. Why? Because some
that-
alcoholic might freak the fuck out and beat his wife to death? Then that's not my problem.
Because a case could have been made for pools for a safety sort of thing.
No, some of the shit they were classifying as essential and non-essential didn't make any sense. So like up in Canada, there were some Walmarts where they had actually blocked off and said that household body goods, like soap and shit, was not essential stuff, and you couldn't go in that part of the store and buy anything. And like
You could
clothes
not
and
buy
stuff was-
soap.
There were certain things that they were blocking off in the Walmarts in certain countries and said that it was
Oh,
considered
countries, okay.
non-essential, even though it was hygienic products.
Ah.
Tell me how that fucking makes
Ah.
any sense.
Yep.
Tell me you can't buy hygiene products? That's
From-
considered non-essential in a time of a pandemic, so-called pandemic.
In common sense and practicality, that makes no sense at all.
Look, you can't call it a pandemic when less than 1%, I mean less, way less than 1% of the world's population died. That is not a pandemic. If this was the Spanish flu, we would have lost a third of the US population. That was not a pandemic at all. That was just a little bit worse case of the flu. That was it. We only lost a few, like a couple 100,000 more during COVID than we would have just from the normal flu. Yes, it's a couple 100,000, but that's not a pandemic. Got 330 million people.
What if it was the
Sorry.
plague?
That's what I'm saying. If you were to compare it to older actual plagues or pandemics, whichever you want to classify it as, we would have lost at least a third of our population. Now that is a fucking pandemic, not a few 100,000 people or
No,
600,000.
pandemic just means it happened all over the world. It's not how many people it killed.
Right, but the way they were acting, it was like it was the Spanish flu or the Black Plague all over again. And it wasn't. It
Well,
wasn't even
over here
close
it
to
did
the
kill
numbers.
rather a lot of people.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I'm-
you gotta measure it to how many people died to the actual total world population, and then compare that to the difference in the
Oh,
same standings as
I-
previous cases
I-
of.
Yeah,
Just
I'm pretty sure the World Health Organization did that.
Hey, Justin,
Oh,
you
fuck
and
the
you,
world.
you, Joe, and the boys
What,
want to
you don't?
keep going, I can let you go. I'm gonna go catch a ship, but
Okay. Yeah, you're
I
good.
thought you were flying over the pontoon behind you.
no. I'm going
That'd be
to,
a short flight.
I'll make you host, Justin, or do you want?
Yeah,
Joe?
that's fine. Don't
He's
matter.
going to fly a ship before the hurricane blows his air to S into Canada.
Okay, Justin, you're the host. I'll be
Yeah,
back. Maybe.
Dusty, I didn't realize the cannabis dispensary was still open during this.
And the thing was too, is here in the US, it was proven, and this isn't a conspiracy, it was proven that there was a lot of cases that people were being classified as a COVID death when it was not a COVID death. They would
Right.
get in a
Yes.
car accident and get killed, and because the autopsy found out they were positive with COVID, they labeled it as a COVID death because the hospitals were guaranteed payout from the government
Yep.
by labeling it as a COVID death. Then somebody come in dying in the hospital and then running up a $20,000 bill that the family couldn't pay. Instead, they
There's-
would get a guaranteed 10 grand or 20 grand from the government.
There's
It was
several
guaranteed
thousand
payment.
of there's several thousand cases like that happened in New York. Exactly the same thing.
Because hospitals were purposely labeling people as COVID deaths because it was a way of taking the debt that these families or people ran up in their hospitals and not having to worry about payment because the government's paying out so much
Exactly.
per COVID death
Mhm.
to the hospitals. And they were getting a set payment of, I think it was either 10 or 20 grand or something per death. And so the hospitals would say, oh, well, the autopsy said they had COVID in their system, so we're going to label it as a COVID death, not from a car accident. And that's what and there was a bunch of cases down here in Florida that the state government went and investigated, had a special investigation into it, and found hundreds and hundreds of cases where hospitals had labeled people with the wrong cause of death because of the guaranteed payment they were getting.
Well, the governor of New York was just questioned on Capitol Hill about this, and he said we didn't do anything wrong.
He's a fucking idiot anyway. You talking about
I
Cuomo?
know. Governor
Yeah,
Cuomo.
but
That's who
that
was on
stock
Capitol Hill.
answer for every politician. They never do anything wrong in their eyes.
He
And
said
that's the
we
thing.
said it was
and
by
that's-
the book.
And that's the thing is,
Depends on who
I've-
wrote the book.
Yeah.
and I've said this before, and I'll stick by it that I don't think all politicians are bad. I think there are some good politicians out there that really want to do good, but I think there's a lot more bad ones than there are good ones, and unfortunately they get hindered in by that. Because I have seen politicians that actually have done really good shit and have kept to what they said they were going to do. And I'll have to take DeSantis in Florida as an example of that. Everything that man has said he was going to do, he's got it done quick and fast. And he's stuck by his guns on everything that he said. And he's not done a single fucking thing down here that I would consider him to ever have come up as being fishy or I would question his character. Now you
The
could
only
get mad about the drone thing, but that's just people getting that's a whole different thing. I
the
don't really
only
care about that, so
the only thing I would question is his quarrel with Disney.
well, I think Disney's a piece of shit company, and I think I don't think that Disney should have special treatment because they're Disney. And they had a special, their whole area in Florida where their park was at, they had their own governing pretty much rule over that area, which I think was absolute
So,
horseshit.
so I think they put that in like 40 or 50 years ago or something like that.
Right. And he fucking took it away from them. He said there's no reason why a company should have its own governing body in this in a US state to where they can make their own rules and they don't have to follow state laws. And I agreed with that 100%. A company
Yeah,
should not have that kind of power. I'm sorry.
no, I agree there.
And that's what he did. He took their power away and said he revoked it. And I think 100% I agree with that. They
If
should
they
not be
build
able
a
to
park,
govern.
they build a park in any state, they should comply with that state's regulations. Simple as that.
Exactly.
But they gave Disney the power to govern themselves pretty much back in like, what was it, the 60s or 70s or something it was? Years and
Yep.
years ago. They gave them the right to pretty much govern their own area where their park was at.
They were become like a sovereign nation sort of thing.
Yeah, that's
Autonomous is
kind
the
of,
word.
Autonomy. Thank you, Mark.
but it was kind of treated like a reservation almost, the way it was treated. They were
Yep.
kind of allowed to do what they want. And like I said, no company should have that kind of reign. Like I said, I know some people got mad at DeSantis about the whole drone thing, but as far as everything else that man's done, I've never questioned his character as a
'Cause
politician. And that's a rare thing. Like I said, I've never been like that really with most politicians since I've been following politics for the last 15 years or so, where I've really been paying attention to it. But he's one of the only, if not the only one, that I've never really questioned his character. He's always come off as very genuine, and everything that he said he was going to do, he's done it, and he does it quick, and he gets it done fast. He doesn't fuck around and say, "Oh, I'm going to do this," and 3 years later he still hasn't done it. If he says, "I'm going to do this," within 3 weeks, dude, he's signing it in law, getting it done. You know, you don't see a lot of
Who's that, your
politicians
governor?
that, yeah, you don't see a lot of politicians that are that quick at getting shit done. A lot of times they'll say they're going to do something, 2 years later they still ain't done it. You know.
John Kennedy of Louisiana. He's quite truthful.
I don't know who
He's
that is.
he's
I
an
can't
idiot
speak
too.
on that.
Stop.
Joe
No.
would know more about that. I don't know who that is. So
Yeah,
I
I
can't
don't-
speak on that.
Kennedy wants to make more funny comments than anything else lately.
Huh?
He'd rather make comments that, crazy things like, that hot sauce is hotter than it's 12 degrees hotter than hell or something like this. That's what he wants to say. That's what he talks about. He can't just tell the story. He's got to say 5 or 6 comments like that during it.
But
Make him seem
know,
funny.
the
Mhm.
thing is, I've heard people down here from the drone community say, "Oh, I'm not voting for DeSantis again because of the drone." I'm like, dude, if you expect everything a politician does to appease you, you're not going to ever like any of them. But if there's going to be 1 or 2 things that they might do that you not agree with, but I definitely wouldn't base my entire voting premise on that. On that one thing. because you got to look at the rest of what he's done, right? Like I said, you in the past 5 years, he's gotten over 70% of Florida's debt paid off. We have billions of dollars of excess cash just sitting around that can be used for emergency
Surplus.
funds. Yeah, tons of surplus, billions of dollars in surplus. Where most states, and we don't pay state taxes out of our checks. We pay a low sales tax. I mean, the state's not perfect by any means. There's always room for improvement. But if you compare it to California, it's got some of the highest taxes and all that other shit, and they're completely in debt up to their ears. And yet they, the amount of taxes they charge their citizens, they still can't get out of debt. And we
Yeah,
don't overregulate businesses and citizens.
Yeah, New York's been trying to rely on the stock market to get out of debt. They've been doing that for 40 years.
Well, see, regulating businesses is a balancing game, right? You have to have regulations on businesses, but if you overregulate, you hinder businesses. You cost them more money, which means that you don't attract new business to your state. So you got to find a balance, right? You got to keep the businesses in check, but you can't overcheck them. Otherwise, it creates more problems down the road.
Well, because
And that's where-
Remington left, the oldest company in New York, Remington left because
Well,
of
that's
the environment.
right. And this is why so many businesses are leaving California and New York and moving to Texas and Florida, because we have regulations set in place. We have checks and balances for businesses, but it's not to the point where it feels like over regulations to where companies aren't attracted to want to come there. They feel like it's a good balance. You know what I'm saying? And where New York and California, they have so many regulations. Dude, I would never in my life want to open up a business in either one of those states, or even rent a house out in either one of those states. I would never want to be a landlord in either one of those states. Like, to me, that's just asking for trouble in either one of those. Just my opinion. I mean, everybody's got their own opinion, so that's just my opinion on all that.
Yeah, but there's one lawmaker I won't vote for. I will never vote for AOC. Ever.
She's a fucking idiot, dude. I don't even know how the fuck she got into politics. She is just a complete.
Because the
fucking
guy
moron.
she was running against barely put up any fight at all. So she got in because the other guy didn't even try.
Like Legally Blonde, that's who she reminds me of. Except for that girl actually got some brains on her by the end of the movie.
Legally Blonde.
Or Legally Blonde, yeah.
Oh yeah.
At least she kind of got some brains by the end of the movie. AOC's still an idiot 4 years later, or 5 years, however long it's been. Yeah, she's just a dumbass.
Now, AOC may not win this time. She's unopposed. She's unopposed, so she's going to be running, but there's a Republican against her. And she's coming out all against the Jews. And most of her constituents are Jewish.
There's
Dude,
a lot.
I should go up there, Joe, and run as Democrat and switch it.
Justin, in AOC's district, there is a huge population of Jewish.
And she's talking against them.
New York City's got a huge population.
That's why I'm thinking they're going to make a statement and vote her out. Their best statement would be vote for the other guy. And that would totally blindside her.
Well, if they were smart, they would put up their own money and put their own candidate up.
Well, they got the money. They probably got more money than AOC.
Oh, for sure. If you look at some of the most successful people, as far as cultures go, the Jewish people are some of the most successful. Out of all the
some of the
different minorities.
I know some of the more successful delis in New York are run by Jewish.
The two most successful minorities in the United States are Asian descent and Jewish. They're the two most successful. Out of everybody, even white people, they're more successful per capita than
Mhm.
those two groups of people are more successful per capita than any other race in the United States. And this is why Asians have such trouble getting into universities because of the whole what is it called? When they let people in based on their skin color. Um,
Right? Not race.
oh fuck, dude, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
Ethnic.
Yes.
No. There's a term for it. Affirmative action.
Yes, that's the one. Affirmative action.
Asians have actually been placed up there with white people as far as having the most white students and Asian students have the hardest time and actually have to score higher on the MCAT. Was it the MCAT or not MCATs? Whatever the SATs.
SAT.
They
But they're
actually have to
debating
score
on
higher to get
Right,
into
so
a
that also
university.
means that's discrimination.
Exactly, it is.
well they're debating on
Affirmative
getting
action has always been discrimination. At
they're
the end of the day, it
debating
should be
on
based. At the end of the day, it has to be based on your ability as a person and your knowledge of what you're trying to get a job for. Should have
Right.
nothing to do with what color your skin is. Plain and simple.
they're thinking about getting rid of SAT altogether. But they've been talking about that for a while.
Like I said, that's just my opinion on it. I don't think that should be anywhere involved in picking a candidate for a job. It should be based on your skill set and how knowledgeable you are for the job. Plain and simple. No matter if you're black, white, Asian, whatever.
Is that you, JDS? Thought so.
I mean, that should be JDF.
Wasn't sure if it was going to be him or Dan.
Well, it's gonna be like it was last night. I was wore out last night. I'm wore out again.
Up JDS. How's it going?
Yeah, JDS.
How's
the world
the
according to Justine the Gamer?
how's the world according to JDS?
Well, he's up there with Trudeau, so he probably isn't feeling it either. And poor JDS has to deal with Trudeau, dumbass.
Yeah, I don't think he's thrilled about the high carbon tax.
That's why I think we should just invade Canada and make them the 51st state. Or we can split it up and make it like 6 different states.
He says you're draconian, Justin.
Using big words again, JDS.
Yeah, what?
I'm the Prime
Hello?
Minister, you plick. And Andrew's gone.
Yeah,
Didn't say bye again.
yeah, he just jumped off.
He always does that. He never says bye in the chat or anything. He just leaves. Must be grounded again.
Yeah, it could be.
He says quite often when he drops off with no warning, it's because he's got a phone call from his uncle or something.
I think he just lives with his mom. I don't.
Yeah, he does
Yeah,
live
thought
with his
so.
mom.
Oh man.
Hey Joe, have you gone to the dollar store and tried any of the steaks yet? See if they were any good?
No, never did.
I've seen some people buy the little chunks of ribeye meat at the dollar store on YouTube and try them.
I actually go there. I got to go to a different one because the one I've got by me barely have stuff in it sometimes.
That's most of the dollar stores.
Yeah, I mean, I walked in there the other day and the whole ice cream thing was empty, right? I asked the guy, I said, y'all got any pints in the back? Because he was putting stuff out. He says, yeah, we'll get to it sometime today.
Shit, the dollar store down our street, they don't even have any like cold storage in the back. It's all just what's out on the floor. They don't have it. They don't have it.
Yeah, I don't
Is
think
it-
that's what I was wondering because I said to myself, I don't remember. I knew people that worked there. I don't remember them having cold storage in the back.
Yeah, because I worked in the middle. I worked there for a couple months between the time I was leaving Walmart and getting the job with the gas company. I was there. I worked at the dollar store just for a couple months and for an in-between job, and they didn't have any cold storage in the one I was at. There was
Yeah,
nothing in the back.
Did the stuff come in like in styrofoam?
But no, I came in. He's like the carts. They would just pull them off the truck, and they were in like an insulated bag that you would unzip around the whole.
Yeah, that's
And then you would
probably
just
what they got them in.
and then you would just take them straight out to the floor and put them right in the freezer. And if there wasn't room, you found made room, like you found somewhere to stick them.
Yeah, I
Like,
got a
'cause
feeling
there
they
wa-
leave these in the back for a while.
because there was no cold storage in the back. I think we had one machine back there, and it was just for drinks, extra access drinks. That was it, cold drinks.
Yeah.
But we didn't have any actual extra freezer or anything in the back
They ought to have them.
because they would only get a cart or two at a time, and it never filled
Yeah.
up the coolers. It was always, I could unload and put up a cart. I could dismount a cart and put it all up on the shelf in a matter of 20 minutes. And we'd only
Right.
get a couple carts at a time. So
Yeah, I go in there and I get the mango ice. I like the mango ice. The Philadelphia Ice Company.
Huh.
And then I get
like a-
sometimes I'll
like a
buy the
sorbet.
chocolate. Well, this is Italian ice.
Yeah, it's a
It's a little
sorbet.
bit, yeah, it's a little bit more. It's a little different. But they have like a fudge, a chocolate fudge with chips of chocolate in it. That's pretty good. And when I see that one, I get that one.
That Colombian coffee one that I get's pretty good.
Yeah, they've got a coffee one. I saw it. I had it one time. It was all right. But when I had it, it had ice crystals in it. Means it had thawed out a little bit.
oh, there's nothing worse than freezer ice cream. I remember we bought a Carvel cake. Or we went to Walmart to get a Carvel cake for one of the kids' birthdays one year. And every one of them they had in the fucking freezer was freezer burnt. So I'm not buying one of these. I mean, you could clearly see it because you could see right through the pack.
Yeah.
Like, and the whole top of it was nothing but ice crystals. And like, I asked for the bakery manager and came over. I said, none of these cakes are any good. I was like, every one of them's got freezer burn all the way across the top. So she literally pulled every one of them out, and threw them out. And I ended up getting a deal on what was it, a half sheet? Just a regular cake. And I went and got a
Yeah.
gallon of ice cream.
Yep. But I went to Winn-Dixie the other day when I bought the stuff for 4th of July, and they had it was something like that same kind of cake in the ice cream freezer, and
Yeah,
it
Carvel's.
was like half price. I almost bought it.
Those are really good. That's the ones with the cake and the ice cream all in one.
Yeah.
Arctic roll.
They call them
Yeah, it's-
Carvels over here.
Yeah,
a
Carvel
name brand.
cakes.
Yeah, well, they have other brand name ones of them, but that's like
Yeah.
the one that the main brand that everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
this was a
an
lemon
Arctic
cream. I almost
roll
got it.
over here. An Arctic roll over here is like a roll, a cylinder of ice cream with a cake surrounding it.
Right.
JDS. Oh,
The
for
cake
you.
Nazi.
Soup
Okay
nuts.
for you.
No soup for you.
I like the Viennettas.
Don't come back
Yeah.
for 1 year. I used to love that when he told her, don't come back for 1 year.
Yeah, you weren't allowed to say anything or anything. You just told them what you wanted. Be like potato.
Yeah.
That was it. That's all you were allowed to. You weren't allowed to make eye contact or anything.
Yeah, what you call asked for bread. And he said, that was Joe had asked for bread. And Jerry said, stop, George, stop, George. He goes, I didn't get any bread. He goes, for you, $2. And then he complained again. He grabbed it and says, no soup for you. Come back 1 year.
Remember, yeah, and then he was like trying to get people to go buy him soup and shit, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like, cause he was having like withdrawals and shit.
And then Kramer would be leaning up against the thing talking to him eating soup.
Yeah, like it was his best friend.
Yeah. That was funny.
Oh, he fucked his
Gave
career up.
him that shipper robe, that big wardrobe with all his recipes in it.
I remember that whole controversy around the guy that played Kramer.
Yeah.
He got chastised because he was doing a stand-up comedy act, and he said the N-word. Yeah, pretty much
Yep.
ruined his career at that point.
Yep.
I think he yelled at somebody in the audience or something, or it might have been part of the joke. I can't remember, but yeah, it didn't go over too well, though. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
No, Richard Pryor was always dropping the N word, wasn't
Yeah, but he was also black too, so it didn't
he?
matter.
Yeah, I know.
Like
But you know,
the
I'm
dude
gonna
that
tell
played
you,
Kramer looked like the whitest Jewish guy in New York.
Yeah.
but I'm gonna tell you, I think it should matter. You know, I think it shouldn't have a line. It should matter.
Yeah.
Well, the best way to get rid of the word is everybody stop saying it.
Yeah.
Eventually it will fade off into history.
A rough.
It's too late to back
Oh,
out. No, it's too late to back outside. Shut up.
He said, Joe, that guy still makes lots of money for appearances all over the world. Talking about the soup guy? Know who he's talking about? The soup guy?
which one?
Yeah, which guy are you talking about? 'Cause we talked about
That
two or
the
three
soup guy or
guys.
Kramer?
I'm sure he probably may have made a comeback at some point. I don't know. I never really followed his career, but
I will be back. No, that was the other guy. That was Arnold. Arnold.
Mm.
I just remember that because about 2-3 months ago, I ran across a video and it was
Soup guys.
actors who destroyed their careers, and one of them was about Paula Deen, and then one of them was about the guy that played Kramer. So I actually went back and watched because I had never actually saw the clip of when he said it, and so I went back and watched it, and I was like, looked like he was filming it on a fucking phone from 1992 or from the early 2000s. I mean. Get up on YouTube, the soup guy. Played off that character after all these years.
Yep. Hey,
Or
roll with it.
Or George Costanza's wallet.
Yeah.
Fucking thing was ridiculous, like having a brick in your fucking back pocket.
Whose brother? My brother has one like that.
I can't stand having
My,
a bunch of shit in
my
my
brother
wallet.
took out his wallet. It was this big. I said, "How in the hell?"
Well, some people just won't throw anything out. They'll have fucking credit cards in there that are, been deactivated 10 years ago, still be in their fucking
Yeah, I
wallet.
switched it over to that mint thing. Remember I told you I was going to try it? I love it. I love it.
Well, I mean, I suppose as long as you don't overfill it, it should be okay.
Yeah. I have it
It's a-
at the point where it won't take anything else. But it's got exactly what, it's got probably only one thing in here I don't need. You know? Actually,
Well, I
I,
wa-
yeah, everything in
A
here, the only thing I don't really need in here is a fishing license. But if I don't have it in here, where's it gonna be?
a couple of people I watched actually do reviews on that. The only issue they had with it was, well, there was kind of two issues. They liked the design of it, but they didn't like that it couldn't hold because they said it was almost like deceiving because it was so thick, you would think it would hold a lot, but it
Yeah.
was kind of minimal. And then the other issue was the two that I watched did a review on it, because I actually wanted to get one too, was the clip broke on both of them. And I was like, I don't know if I want to get that.
Well, I haven't had an issue with it. And when it does decide to break, it only cost me like $7, you know,
We'll just go get
because
another one.
it was on sale. So if it does decide to break, I'll probably go ahead and use that case wallet I got, that really good one. Not
Oh,
case,
yeah,
the,
There's a one-
not case, Coach wallet.
Yeah, the Coach wallet, I remember that one. It's still brand new in the box, isn't it?
It's brand new in my safe. You know why it's in the safe? Because Justin's trying to take it. He said, man, you're not gonna use it, let me have it. No. No. So he told me yesterday, he said, hey man, I don't have any pots and pans. Can I have that set you got in the closet? No. It's a stainless steel Wolfgang puck. I've had it for 4 years. It's in the box because I don't have any room for it here, because I was thinking about moving at the time. So I bought it for the new house. So since I didn't move, I just left it in the box. And I actually got it for free. $300 set. They came in and they messed up the whole shipment. And when they messed up the shipment, it didn't show up on the bill. It doubled. The bill came in double. And then they called me and they said they had an issue with the bill. And I looked at it and I said, yeah, you doubled it. And they said, yeah, we'll call you, but we're going to fix it. So they took one of them off. And they called me back a couple of days later. And I answered the phone because it was HSN, Home Shopping Network. And I answered the phone and they said, yeah, we apologize. We didn't send it out to you yet. And I said, I got one. You sent me one. And they said, well, we don't have any record of sending it to you. I said, well, I have one like that. And they said, yeah, well, we can't, we don't know what to do. We don't have another one to send you. I said, listen to me good. I have it. And they said, okay, we're going to go ahead and take it off your bill.
I'd have been like, all right, send it to me, fuck.
No, they said they were out of them. They didn't have any more to send me. I said, I don't need one. You already sent it to me. I have it.
Should have just asked for
And then
store credit.
they had charged me twice. So what they did is they accidentally put the order in twice. Somehow it got to me. Then they took one of them off, and when they came back and realized they didn't have any to send out, they gave me the 300 credit on that one too. So I got a $300 set of pots in there, big stainless steel heavy ones, like 13-piece set.
So you
11
tell him
piece set.
100, so tell Justin $150 you can have it. Charge him half.
No, I told them 300.
Yeah, you can charge him the full amount.
Hell yeah. Shoot, he owes me
like-
$1,000 right now. The bitch owes me $1,000 and he says, well, I haven't given you your money back because I know you don't need it yet. That's not the point. You know, when I need it, you don't have it, you know, because I'm at the 2 months where my money's slow. And I told him I
Does
needed it.
he-
He said, I don't have it because
Is
he's
he
moving in the
moving
house
out
now,
soon?
you know. Huh?
When's he
Yeah, he's
move
moving
out?
out next Monday.
It's gonna be weird for you. It's gonna be quiet in the house, huh?
Oh, hell no. It's gonna be kind of nice in a way because I'm getting my room back, and then I'm gonna get rid of some of the shit that I've had to kind of pile in places, you know? So it's gonna give me more room.
Gonna use a storage.
Everything will go back in that room. So,
You're just gonna use the room as a storage room.
well, I used it, it's gonna have a bed in it, you know, because he's got my bed in the storage unit. So my bed's coming back, his is leaving. And I got a dresser over there come back. And then I've got some other boxes with things in it. And I told him, he said, well, he's gonna empty out. I got a big walk-in closet in there. He's gonna empty it out because most of that's his. So I told him, I said, yeah, just leave the stuff in boxes on the floor. I'll go through them. Cause I'm gonna, before I put them back in there, I'm going through them and find out what I could get rid of. Cause that's what I want to do. I got a lot of stuff in here that's been brought out here because of that, you know?
You'd be able to fill it back up and get all rid of all the excess shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna, like, I've even told him the futon I've got laying over here. I told him before you leave, I said, we're probably gonna throw it away. Because it's got the end of where the dogs jump up on it, they scratch it up and everything. I may leave it there just for them, you know? But I've got a table over here they were playing games on, that's going out of here. So that's gonna empty a third of my living room, you know? So it's like, but I mean, I'm gonna have all my space back.
Dusty. Did you see what he wrote in there? So I thought Justin
What?
was moving out and your daughter was going to move in, so it's easier for you to buy Pampers.
No, no. Daughter is not moving in. If I had that 3,000-foot house, she wouldn't move in. Now I'm saying that if I had that 3,000-foot house, I'd probably let her move in.
It'd be your grandbaby that would get you. Be
Yeah.
like, why can't I live here with you, Papa? Like, God damn it, come on in.
Well, they call me up on with FaceTime all the time. And she gets right up in there and she goes, Papa, Papa, like that. And she was telling me yesterday that she used a potty, you know?
Yeah, the first time she says, why don't you love me, Papa? That's it. You're going to be done, dude. You're going to melt and you're going to give in.
Oh, wait, I was over there a couple, like Father's Day, I was over there, right? And I'm sitting there and she's talking to me. I'm trying to make out the words. Every once in a while I get one. And I thought I heard her say money. And I said, wait a minute, stop. And she looked at me and I said, you asking me to give you money? She went, yep. I said, did your mama teach you that? And she looked over at her mama and looked at me and she went, want money?
That's funny.
I said, oh, hell no, you ain't getting none now. I said, you training her to ask me for money. No, it ain't happening.
Why am I getting Spanish ads on YouTube?
Now, you didn't hear what I said the other day. I've been looking at a ring. Oh, did I put it over here? Or did I get rid of it already? Let me see. God darn it. There's a company that makes a Marine Corps ring that I've always wanted, right?
Uh-huh.
When I was gonna buy it a couple of years ago, they couldn't make it anymore because they lost a license for it. So I was pissed off. I said, God darn it. I could have had this thing a long time ago. Oh, let's see where it's at. Let me see if it's in here. But might have just deleted it. Let's see. I got it over here. No, I know what I did. I can show you with the picture here. Can you make me big? Hey, Justin, can you make me big?
Oh, yeah, hold on. No, actually, I can't. You got to spotlight yourself because I gave Paul host back, so I don't have the ability to. You can spotlight yourself.
Okay. But that's all right. Don't worry about it. But what it is, it's like a high school ring, and it says Marines over the top. It's got the stones around it, and then on the side, I live my staff sergeant of years, and then Eagle Globe and Anchor on the other side, right?
Right.
And it's $258, $20 shipping. So I'm thinking about making it, right? But I said, well, if I had that money in, though, I'd get the 18-karat gold one. It's like $3,700, right?
That's a big difference in price.
Well, I'd buy the 18-karat gold. It's thicker, it's bigger, and everything. I'd buy that for one reason. I'd either give it to my son, leave it to my son or my granddaughter. And it'd be a real one, Probably my Marine Corps son would get it.
Yeah, I'd give it to somebody like that because might be liable to get sold when they need some extra cash.
Yeah,
Give it to
Nick,
somebody that's, yeah, give it to somebody that's not gonna be hurting for cash in like 20 years,
yeah, Nick's not hurting for cash.
Exactly.
Yeah, the other
mean,
day, like I
what-
said, he bought the next door neighbor, Marine, that was leaving. They were moving out. They were selling their bed frame for a king size bed, queen size. And they said it's a king size. And Nick said, well, we need another bed for the other room, for the guest room. He said, so let's go look at it. So they looked at it. It's a beautiful wooden setup. I mean, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. And he said, well, how much you want for it? Because it had the drawers in it and everything else. I got a picture of this. He said he had the drawers in it and everything. And the guy said, $100. And he said, wait a minute, what did you say? He said, $100. He said, I thought you said $100. He said, $100. And he said, we just ready to get rid of it, So Nick went home, and the next day he went and bought a brand new mattress. $1,000 for the mattress. Yeah, but I got the picture of it. You sent it to me. But it's like, he's not hurting for money. He's bringing in just his checks. What he brings in a month is about $8,300 as a first lieutenant in the Marine Corps. Is that crazy?
I said, just don't leave it to somebody that has car payment and that bitch is going to the pawn shop type thing,
Yeah, I can show you this. That's the new bed he put up. But
that's a nice
all
bed.
the black, the headboard and all of that, he got for the guy next door for $100.
Wow.
Like an expensive
and-
ass mattress too.
That's a $1,000 mattress.
Dude,
When he laid on it the first night he slept on it, he said, "Oh my God, he's the best money I ever spent."
I have a 10-inch thick memory foam Serta mattress in my in the storage unit. It's king size.
And the one I got's the worst mattress in the world right now. It's actually, I'm gonna have to get Justin to help me flip it. It's a queen size. I'm gonna have to flip this thing before he leaves because it's getting to the point where I've got to shift myself in it and I'm sinking in it.
I don't know if flipping it's gonna do anything though.
It's just shifting around. It's gonna change the side.
And
But
is it a
I'm ready to get
double-sided
rid of it.
mattress? Because a
It's
lot
not
of
a
the new
double-sided.
mattress, yeah, because a lot of the new mattresses you can't just flip them over anymore. That's really,
Yeah,
like,
this one isn't a double sided.
yeah, you literally have one side and that's it.
Yeah, I've actually got a warranty on it. I called them up about a year ago about the warranty on it. They sent me the instructions to send them pictures, right?
Uh-huh.
You have to tie a string on both sides, and the string's got to dip so far in. It's like what? Like what? And it's like a freaking Beauty Rest or a Serta, one of them, big name.
I'd go in there and just beat the shit out
So
of it
it's
with a
like-
sledgehammer. Be like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, tell them pain in the ass. Oh,
I've heard
I hate
that the
when my
purple
thing goes out.
mattresses, the one mattresses I've heard really good things about are the purple mattresses, but they're expensive. You'd be looking at like $800 to $1,000 for a good mattress from them. But the company's name is Purple.
I'll be right.
They
Well, I
make,
came
seat
close.
cushions and all kinds of shit.
I heard something else about Tommy Copper has a mattress out, and it's supposed to be really good.
I've heard of Tommy
And
Copper.
they're like
They're-
$1,700,
Are they like the ones that do all the like leg braces and all that?
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
yeah, they got one. It's got everything. I think my mattress would be like 1,400. And I came
I had a
very close a
Tom,
couple of weeks ago buying one, but because they had them on
I had
sale.
I had a Tommy Copper knee brace, I think.
Yeah.
I used to use at work.
But this mattress that was on sale, it was $14.99 on sale for $7.50, and I came very close to buying it. I mean, I really came close to buying it and taking
Dusty
this
said
one and
Calif
dumping it.
that's what a California King with with a thick mattress. I don't touch the floor when I sit on the side of my bed.
Well, that's like mine. Mine is so high that actually have a stool I got to step on to get in the bed.
Well, I mean, Dusty's like a dwarf anyway, so that's like me sitting in Shaq's bed. I could see that being really big for him.
I tell you what, Art would need the step stool, big one.
Oh, our bed that's in our room now sits way high off the ground.
Now I could take I've got a platform base, but then I've got a box spring underneath. If I take the box spring out, it would be normal. You know, but I don't want it. I don't want the box spring out because I don't want the dogs to be able to jump up in it.
Yeah, Sarah has to almost climb to get up in our bed.
Yeah. I actually have a little folding stool that's a plastic stool. It sits next to the headboard and right next to the nightstand. And when I get in bed at night, I put one foot up there, lift myself up, and get in bed. I rolled out of there one time. I told y'all that. I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
was going
can't.
on, but I rolled out on top of a freaking dog on the floor.
I don't know how you sleep in a sinking mattress because I'll tell you what, I've had a couple mattresses over the years that did that, and that shit is annoying. Especially when you're
Makes
sleeping.
you feel like you're laying inside a burrito shell because it wraps you.
Well, it's worse too when you're actually in a bed with somebody else because you're rolling into each other. You're both sinking in the middle of it, and so
Well, the
you're
only
like
time I
pushing up
sink is
against each other.
if I roll on my side, my arm will sink into the bed a little bit. Then I wake up with my arm hurting, my hand hurting. It's cutting off circulation. If I lay on my back, it's perfectly fine. But in the middle of the night, I'll roll over and then it kicks my ass.
Yeah, before we bought that last mattress, me and Sarah had a real cheapy one we bought a few years before that, and it lasted about 3 years. And it got to the point where when we would lay in it, we would both sink and then roll into each other in the middle, and it was so annoying,
Yeah.
so uncomfortable. I mean, it was
Meet in
like
the middle.
for a good 4 or 5 months, dude, it was very uncomfortable to sleep at night. Like, because it was just we were constantly on top of each other because it was pushing us in the middle. It was almost like being in a taco shell. Remember, it was like that old Lucy episode. And they stayed at that train. Then they stayed at that hotel in the middle of nowhere. Fred and Ethel were sleeping in the bed, and it fucking just folded in the middle.
That's funny. Oh, so I got up, went to the back, went to the bathroom, came up front, reached over the counter over here to lock the door that Justin didn't lock, and my back almost tightened up on it.
Now, are you going for a chiropractor or anything?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sitting here too much. That's what it is. Yeah, I got to be careful the next week or two because I got those team pictures to shoot. I don't even hurt my back right now. But it's been doing this all day, trying to tighten up on me. I need about a 90-pound woman across the hall to walk on my back. Tell her, hey, that walking's not doing. Just put a little oil there and rub it. Just lay on it and rub it.
Well, guys, what do you guys think? You want to keep going?
Well, about to
I'm
jump
a-
off.
Yeah, I'm about to jump off too.
Okay.
I might go get that tinge
I
unit, hook it up before
appreciate
it
you
tightens
guys
up.
letting me go get that chip.
Catch y'all later.
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow.
Have a good night.
Uh-huh.
Later, guys.
Okay.
Later,
you
Mark.
tomorrow.
Later, Paul.
Bye, everybody.
Later in the chat.